was at the grocery store yesterday, and this old man acted like he got fucking molested by the old lady running the self-checkout. He was trying to use his card, and he has a chip. You know, the cards with chips? Yeah. And she's like, no, you have to stick it in. He's like, he was for it, and he's like, I mean, he was like Indian. He's like, Rrr? It's like, you have to stick it in. No, you can't just jam it in. You have to stick it in at an angle. Now shove it in as far as it'll go. Okay. Now you have to hit that button right there. Hit the button on top. And this man's looking at her like, oh.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it. You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shoutcast Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake.
I call it a rock friend.
Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
It's a fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, the Zepticon.
Hey, ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company?
I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's going on, you sons of bitches? I am back because Lenny is off fighting kangaroos and everything else that's super dangerous in Australia, which is everything. Absolutely everything. And we are back for another episode of Shirecast Uncut, episode 119. So let's get this party rolling, and we will start with good old Bobby B, which I still don't understand how you got that name.
I don't either. It's Matt logic.
I know why. Because we have a shard, Bobby B. And Matt has confused the two names. It's that simple.
That is something that has come to my mind.
Hey,
I'm about to quit this shit, man.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Yes.
Yes, Prince of China. I'm very sorry to hear about the Prince of China.
Man, I'm telling you what, like, that shit bummed me out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Put on your Rock Stadium voice and say "Rest in peace, Prince."
All right, hold on. Rest in peace, Prince. We good? We good?
Perfect.
Anyway, moving on, we have the saltiest member of our podcast, the one and only Matt Deluxe Baldwin.
Oh, damn, man. Rest in peace, Prince. Now I'll never get serenaded in my bathtub with a raspberry beret. So I'm really sad now. But yeah, I was a big fan, and he'll be missed. He's a musical genius. So, and hey everybody, how y'all doing about Transformers? All right, that's it.
All right, moving on. Of course, we have the one and only Greg from Mercy.
Okay, two things. So, Raspberry Beret is probably the oddest Prince Serenade bathtub song that you could possibly choose.
It's my favorite song.
Actually, three things. Bobby B was the DJ from the Cottonmouth Kings. That's probably where Matt got the comparison. I just Googled it. That's the first thing that popped up. And third, so if China's dead, does that mean Pandanus is getting pushed back again?
It is. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So Stomp's not coming out to next September, I think.
Yeah.
And actually, to listeners, leave in the comments on YouTube how you think Matt associated B and Bobby B, where that came from.
I really don't know. I know.
I like that.
I'm going to be Bobby B. I don't know why.
Like, I really liked reading the listener comments on the YouTube one. Like, people that really got into it. So now I want to make it a thing. Give them something to say.
You know what?
All people follow you, Bobby B, now?
Send it as a dispatch.
Yeah, or that.
Tell us as a dispatch how you got the name.
Listener theories are great until it starts crossing over into fan fiction, and then it gets
or web comics.
So Justin, I'm gonna need you to stop sending me.
Yeah, sorry.
Those not you, the other Justin.
Whatever.
Oh, both of them.
Still sorry.
You're still sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I'm bringing up the rear, and I do mean bringing up the rear. Our one and only Robert D.
That's it.
How fucking time he got on this show. He's a special guest tonight.
I will pay to have Matthew hypnotized and to regress back to the moment where he thought Bobby B. To
I don't
answer
even
the question,
If we could ask Matt like any question we wanted, I would chip in for the hypnotism as well.
Fuck off, man. Whatever.
Speaking of Matt, he's gonna. I actually am reviewing a Hasbro toy for tomorrow or today when everybody hears it, and some big shout outs to Matt. So.
Yay.
Yeah. Good times.
I need my reviews. I haven't done my reviews in a long time. So.
Anyway, let's move on with what we got this week, and we'll start in the reverse order, because Robert hasn't been here for like 7 weeks or 20,000, something like that now. What'd you get, Robert?
Oh, right. Let's see. I got, just today, I got in the Iron Factory Blitzwing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's sadly pretty disappointing.
Really?
I thought it would be the sculpt, but it's the fit and finish.
Ooh, listen to you.
Slice the asshole on the way in. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh shit! I'm bleeding.
He has his feet are on these ball pegs, and I think first of all the mushroom pegs, there must be flash in there because they're real too tight. They're supposed to move around, and I think they're put on backwards. It's really the transformation. The feet looked like shit, like in the alt modes, and like you can't even get to that point because you can't get the feet right. At least in mine, it's misassembled. But then there's other mushroom pegs, and they come off. You know, so it's very not Iron Factory in terms of the finish, because that's always been a very strong suit.
Worst Iron Factory? Worst Iron Factory so far?
I would say so. But it's nice to have a D-Sep on your shelf. But I'm not all about that. I'm not about, I need every character from this company. I just want stuff that I enjoy. So whatever, that's a little bit of a disappointment.
I'm sorry you're having trouble moving around your mushroom peg. That's all I'm saying. So.
What else did I get? I got M1, the Wei Jiang M1 Commander. That's who got hung up on. Who was that? Who we lose? Someone.
Greg wants to send an image.
Oh, so I
got. Oh, that's terrible, Greg.
It's too soon. Whatever.
So I got the Wei Jiang M1 Commander. That's the Michael Bay. That's the what do you call it? The evasion mode prime, and the oversized KO, and he's fucking nice. I mean, I got him because I have the MPP-10, and he's a display piece. He's just impressive all on his own, and so is this. You know, he's not as good as MPP-10 because his all just because of the shoulder, the arm ratchets, like they're just only a couple clicks, and it's like kind of wobbly between clicks, and that sucks. But otherwise, he's really impressive, and it was like $90.
Come here. Come on a second.
Okay.
Because as FYI, just real quick, a spoiler.
Happy birthday!
I got a 3-year-old today. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Hey.
Say good night. All right.
Good night, folks.
Did it get dark in here?
It did.
Say hail.
She will always
say hail Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Damn right.
She said kill Hasbro.
Say hail Satan.
It's close. She'll always be linked up to the death of Prince.
See you later.
What else did I get? I got the Reximus Prime. I got the Wei Jiang Reximus Prime, the oversized KO Grimlock with the comic colors. And I think people are moving them now because they hear that the Toon version's coming out next. And, because it's a standalone for me, it's not going to stand on my Dinobot shelf. It's going to have its own place as just a display item. Because I have... Fans Toys is going to take that spot with the rest of the Dinobots. No, he's beautiful. Greg can tell you that.
Oh,
and Jesus, what else? I got in Boost and Hatch, and I was talking to you guys before about it. I mean, X-Transbots has made me really happy. It was nice to see, like, wow, people change. Things can be different, and I was actually very just full of joy for a little while that this company that's done nothing but made me feel ripped off put out something that, I mean, I transformed them back and forth like half a dozen times. It was just a lot of fun. And I think maybe because I got them relatively late, I already knew the transformation, so it wasn't like this weird alien crazy shit. Because once you get used to it, you're like, oh, okay, it's not that complicated.
No,
you just have to overcome a couple of, you got to get pieces past other pieces.
Yep, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Put your big boy pants on.
what else? And I got from Justin. I fucking love it. I got his add-on kits to Terror, to give him a big scythe, and also to make his target master. Like, I know, Greg, that there was no G1 Terror, but just like the G1 target master, and he holds it, and it looks so much better than the target master they designed.
Not to kind of like say that I thought it was a well designed thing. I mean, because somebody else came up with the way it looked. I just kind of made it so he could hold it.
So you made it happen.
So I can't take credit for how it looks, but I can take credit for making him be able to hold it. And like the target master that DX9 created is just so unwieldy big. Like he just can't hold it in any reasonable way. So.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's in that transform that way. It looks good in his hand, and it looks better than the target master that came out with the original MP. Was it MP09? MP09. It looks better than that with him holding it, and he holds it like a champ. I love the rough black plastic. It's like he gets a good grip on it, and it also came with silver spoilers for Terror in alt mode. And I also got the backpack clip for Fans Toy Spotter, which is awesome because now everything can be on the bots on the shelf. And I know I'm forgetting something. I did get something else, but I guess that's it for now.
Quintesson.
Yes, that's it. Justin sent me Quintesson, and what is that one? I like it a lot. It's not the Impossible Toys one, right?
No, it's not. So, Greg, remember I was talking to you about how there was that Quintesson?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, so it was that, and I realized that, like, it wasn't the Impossible Toys one. I'm like, well, it's Legend Scale, it's going to Robert, so whatever that one is.
Thank you so much. That was very generous of you, because that's something I would never have gotten for myself, but I always want on my shelf. And whatever it is, whatever company that is, they're nice. They're solid, and they have little wires for their tentacles. It looks great. So thank you.
How tall is that thing? About an inch and a half?
No, it's like 3 inches, I would say.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, I see how we roll at the Robert house.
I think it's close to 2 inches, pretty close. I really didn't look at it very much.
No, it's about an inch and a half.
No, it's over 2 inches, definitely 2 to 3.
Yeah.
There's the inch.
I can barely stay over my belly to see mine.
This ain't ChristianSingles.com, Robert. You don't have to fucking tell me that.
I got a bunch of Gundam. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 Gundam.
I was kidding.
I got 10.
God damn, dude.
And I already had like 6 I didn't put together yet. My purchasing of Gundam far outweighs my ability to put them together, so I need to stop.
I say, are you and Greg like order them before y'all even get one done?
You know what the thing about your spending on Gundam is? You brought those 10 Gundams, and you probably spent about what you would have on one Transformer or one third-party figure.
I'm not getting the Leo Kaiser. I'm not getting the Leo Kaiser set, and that's just one fucking Aqua Jet. And I got 10 instead. Why?
You need to get in that Leo Kaiser set.
It's not worth the price of admission, as somebody would say.
Who says that?
Bobby
B.
Says that. Bobby B.
I thought he said he recommended it.
Yeah, but he's talking about just the saying of mine.
The full Monty.
Oh,
that's Bobby's new saying. The full Monty.
Yeah, the full Monty.
Even you realized it was like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Radamantha, that Ozymandias.
Dennis Radaman.
Yeah, it kind of sold me. I wasn't feeling it, but anyway,
that's it. That's all
it?
that I got. Yep.
All right. Well, I believe the next order we had was Greg, if I recall correct. So go for it, Greg. What'd you get?
I got my third Transformer in 2 months. I got Ozzy Rodimus Primethimus Xanthus, the TFC Leozak, and I really enjoy it. I think it's going to be a really good combiner, and I should have the crotch Saturday, so we can see how solid the torso it's going to be.
I was pissed off when I shipped that damn thing, and they're like, "Hey, this is it." I'm like, "Fuck you guys."
The torso, or
yeah.
You couldn't.
Oh yes.
You couldn't have put it in on the same day. It had to come like 2 days apart.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was talking to the guy I got it from, and he's like, "Oh, by the way," I'm like, "What?" All right, fine.
How many Gundams did you get, Greg?
All right.
No, I wasn't being funny. No, I wasn't. I was being serious.
I got Grandpa.
Robert got 10.
I got Grandpa Gundam. Yeah, well, he gets the little ones. I got the Master Grade Grandpa Gundam. I got the Master Grade Char's Custom Zaku 2 2.0.
Nice.
There's a lot of numbers in Gundam. There's a lot of numbers and like names and references.
That's a nice figure right there.
I got a GOG. I got a Master Grade GOG. I almost just took my dog out with my side cutters because I didn't realize they were on top of the box when I picked it up. Almost stabbed her right in the eyeball.
Oh my god.
And yeah, that's actually all the Gundams I got.
It's not a Gundam party if someone doesn't go to the hospital. That's all I'm saying.
Before we move on, one thing I did want to say was it yesterday? Brandon, right? Because I had my pre-order for this Iron Factory Blitzwing at Chosen Prime, and I just have to say, he went out of his way to contact me to be like, "Do you want this thing now? Because you had like the rollers stash checked." He's like, "Because I'll get it out right now and just invoice you." I mean, that's fucking customer service, and my hat is tipped to him.
Name drop.
I don't care. I mean, that was amazing customer service. You know, I mean, and he deserves a shout out for it immediately.
Right, he does. Make
All
that
right.
money.
All right. Salty Matt, what'd you get?
Man, I got the best thing ever. Yes.
What's the ass hurt?
AIDS. Yes. And I got RID Fracture. Yes. You're welcome. And I accidentally bought a knockoff. So yeah. I can't talk shit to anybody about buying knockoffs anymore. But
What do you mean?
I got the Starscream I ordered. I don't know why I thought it was a Diaclone, because the Diaclone is worth a lot of money. But I bought the knockoff of the Diaclone. Kingslayer.
It said
or
Diaclone
something?
on the wings. So.
No, it says Kingslayer or something like that, I don't know what it is.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's a nice Starscream, you know, and the launchers, man, they shoot like, you know, they could put out a Chinese, you know, baby's eyes and everything. So
Wait,
they're
was
really
it related by anybody?
What? Yeah. What?
When Greg,
I said like.
oh, go ahead.
No, wait. What did I do?
I was just gonna say what you said in the chat when he was like so proud of it, and you were like, "Does it say such and such, such and such and such?" He's like, "Yeah." You're like, "Yeah, it's a knockoff." I fucking immediately muted the chat because I didn't even want to hear like the pain come through in the texts.
No, I wasn't paying. It was my fault. I mean, he explained, you know, the guy. I'm not faulting the guy at all. He said it was a transformer and blah blah this. I didn't do my research, and it was a Starscream. So
he misled you because I went back and looked at it. He said it was a pre-transformer Starscream. That thing was not a transformer, a pre-transformer, nor was it a Starscream. It was a knockoff of a Diaclone that came out.
Well, did it get knocked off before Transformers? Because then he might not be completely wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think so. I think those were 70s or early 80s.
Well, nothing good came out of the early 70s.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I got my first knockoff and hopefully my last. But he'll go with my collection. You know, he'll just I'll put a dunce cap on him, and he'll know that he's not loved in this room. So
all you have to do is fold that cone head back up, and he's got the dunce cap. So.
And he'll know. Every day I look at him, he'll be like,
Dude, if you do that with the cone, that would be awesome.
So.
That could be a new seeker. That could be who could that be? Real quick. I know we've derailed, but let's brainstorm. That could be who would a knockoff cone head be?
Shouldn't have bought this shit.
Hold on. It'll come to me later.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, Bob.
I got the TFC Dennis Rodman. I got.
There's a theme going on this podcast this time.
Where's what?
A theme going on. Seems like everybody's got however the hell you say his name is. Sword.
Yeah.
Soon to be apes. Just keep listening.
Yeah, let's see what else I think I got. Did I get any other Transformers? No. I got a chance to take a look at the SH Figuarts Bruce Lee figure. Shout out to Chris. That thing is fucking phenomenal.
Oh.
And I got a chance to look at the Bandai Samurai Stormtrooper, and that was pretty cool too.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy how Bandai makes good figures, man.
So how does a Samurai Stormtrooper work though? Like, if they can't hit anything with a gun, is it even worse with swords? Like,
I don't know.
I need to see a video.
I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. The one problem is like, they're old school guns, so it's like the type you got to pour like gunpowder into, so it's even like
they have
more problem for them.
That's worse.
And I got all of the apes. Collection complete. 4 of the modern apes and 9 of the classic apes, and it is DONE done.
But did they transform?
They do not.
Did they transform?
They do not.
Did they turn into Bobby?
I'm trying to think if they even the old school Caesar transforms from a prisoner to a free ape.
Oh yeah. So Bobby, would you consider like a Hot Toys version of one of the apes?
No. Hot Toys is just not for me, man. Like, the only exception I would make is if
Tetrajets.
If like they ended up doing
Tetrajets.
If they ended up like if Ray ended up being a solo, I would pick up a Ray, and then I would pick up a Catwoman, and then whatever my third one was named after, and it just have those 3. And that
interesting.
But that would be the only condition.
Did you hear how Bobby hesitated for about a second and a half when you asked him if he would consider picking up a Hot Toys ape? He's like, no. But I did put some thought into it.
Yeah, I would love. I mean, dude, I love me. And those Nega sculpts, like the figures aren't very good, but those sculpts are fucking beautiful. They're painted well too. So, especially the classic ones.
Are we gonna see any reviews?
I don't know. They're so old. I don't know if it's not like it's like a real popular franchise. I don't know if it'd be worth the time and energy.
Who wants to see a review? Chime in.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Oh, by the way, before we move on, I have to say I got a big shout out to. I had a dinner last night with the big sexy beast of a man, Pinkerton.
Nice.
Don't call Lisa that. Terrible.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'd love to have dinner with y'all. I mean, if y'all were close, I would love to have dinner with y'all. But yeah, he got a new route, and Little Rock is on his little map. So we went out and ate a steak dinner, and we went and looked at Toys R Us, and we almost had a threesome with a hobo. So hey, it was a good night.
Now, did you guys split a bloomin' onion? Did you each get a bloomin' onion?
We did not go. We went to Texas Roadhouse. They don't have bloomin' onions.
Oh man, dude. Were you texting
we
out?
Back.
Were you calling the takeout girl at Outback? Like, I'm thinking about you, baby. I'm thinking about you.
I wasn't. But yeah, it was good. It was good just sitting there talking to a fellow ROC fellow guy to talk about Transformers and stuff. So great time. Great. Can't wait for to come back again.
Now you come up to his knee, right?
Yeah, I hugged him and I'm at his belly button. That's a tall man.
Does he keep a clean belly button at least?
It does. Yeah, it's lint free.
Yeah, nothing worse than a man with a stinky belly button.
No, hell no.
A woman with a stinky belly button.
Whatever. Whatever you're feeling frisky that night.
What'd you say?
I said a little Freudian slip there.
No. It was appropriate, but then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, actually, the one that would affect me more.
Very nice.
So I'm sorry, Justin. You going? What'd you get?
Yeah. Anyway, I got Boost and Hatch and Arcos from Manolo. So
that's a good dude.
Yeah, he's quick, super quick. So I didn't know he was in the U.S. I thought he was overseas, but cool. I got the TFC. Not gonna try to pronounce his name is. Gravity Builders Bulldozer. I got sick a little, and I picked up all 9 of the Impossible Toys mini bots.
Oh God, it's so good.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
I love that you did that.
They're so cheap, and I actually like them in their vehicle mode. So that was kind of my driving factor.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
You and Bobby get together and fucking just play with each other.
Impossible Toys party. Skullfest is canceled. It's now an Impossible Toys party.
Impossible Toys Fest.
Right. You have to. That's price of admission. You have to show that you own one.
Oh shit! I don't have anything Impossible Toys. Fuck.
I guess you're out.
I got the Ninja Black. What's the Nightbird? Whatever her name was.
Yeah.
I don't have anything Impossible Toys.
That fucking that guy that died on the planet in the movie. He fetches a pretty penny these days.
Yeah.
What's song? Or no? Oh, the one the guy was talking to.
Arbalest or Kranix?
The red one.
Kranix. Wait, yeah, Kranix.
Which one's the one that said this is a mockery or whatever?
That
That's Arbalest.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Whichever one then.
Well, he was talking to him too in the jail cell, right? In his Hot Rod and Cup.
I think it's the one that goes, Arbalest, look, it's Unicron. I think that's the one that gets eaten because that's what he gets for snitching. And then the one that, and then the other one, the one that got away, he's the one that gets fed to the sharks.
Okay, but he was talking to Hot Rod and Cup also in the jails.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Arbalest, look, it's Unicron.
Yeah, he got sucked up into Unicron. When he was trying to get away.
Yep.
Or his ship did.
Anyway, I also got the Dr. Wu only human characters, which are real nice, but I don't really know if I feel they're $65 nice for 4 little figures, but whatever. The Combiner Wars Skylinks and Onslaught. Onslaught is available on eBay at the time of listening to this, so please go ahead and buy it. And let's see, what else did I get? I think that's it.
I figured out who you're going to do. That wasn't hard.
What am I going to do?
Your review.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe.
I didn't. You didn't name it, but I just okay.
It's pretty easy.
Sorry.
There's 2 figures. One of them's on eBay, and the other one.
I'm proud. I'm proud of myself, Justin. Just let me have it.
Anyway,
please, just let me have something.
I'll let you have it.
Jeez.
Anyway, I guess the last thing that I got, it's not really a transformer, but it transformed my backyard from a piece of crap, was a patio. So fuck
it's beautiful.
I'm naming that.
Yeah, it's
Thank
nice.
You. So, and that's it. And
nice yard too, Mac.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
It must be nice to be rich. God damn.
It's nice to live in Delaware. Gotta say.
Yeah.
Is it though?
It is. It is. So.
Well, like I mean, you know how Marylanders roll, man. I just saw a meme the other day. It was like, I wish somebody.
Yeah, Robin still everybody.
It said, yeah, that's true too. But it said, I wish somebody would love me the way people from Maryland love being from Maryland.
Oh, I love them memes. I wish somebody loved me as he's looking at that piece of cake, or the fat kid looking at a piece of cake. Mm.
Yeah. Very true.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Anyway,
I was wrong.
Man.
I was wrong, by the way. Kranix is the one that got. I did have it wrong. Arbalest is the guy that gets eaten by Unicron. Kranix is the red one.
You can delete what you just typed.
Comment deleted.
He's like, damn it. Oh, he'll get us later. Don't worry. He'll have time.
I would have said it sooner, Robert, but
you wanted to make
I didn't want to interrupt anybody. So.
All right. Anyway, are we ready to start this show? Like, really start this show?
We haven't started.
I just like chit-chatting. I like chit-chatting.
Movie news. God damn it. I'm hosting and I forgot to write down when we actually started the show. Fuck. All right. Anyway, whatever.
Damn.
All right, let's try to do this. Transformers, our movie and show news. So I'll try it. Explosions, Stonehenge, Nickelodeon, or I keep blowing shit up, but they just keep staying the same age. So, for those that are not in the know on what that title that Greg has crafted is, we've got our first Transformers 5 female lead who looks like she's what, like 13, 14?
Yeah, she's like 14.
I cannot wait until they have another reference about the illegal to date because of the whatever Romeo and Juliet laws or whatever. Totally necessary in my Transformers movie. So who is this person? This is Isabel Moner. That's a terrible name.
Damn. Oh, somebody's going to jail.
And just in case you need it, that was a Dazed and Confused reference, and you should read
Dazed
that.
and Confused. All right.
Matthew McConaughey.
I think I've seen that movie about 200 times. When I was in college, I worked in a movie theater, and that's all that was showing. It was horrible. That remains
a great movie.
Yeah, watch it 200 times.
I have it on DVD. I watch it all the time.
It wasn't a movie theater. It was my buddy's house, and we weren't working. We were actually smoking pot. But yeah, I saw that movie 200 times. And
so
remains of the day.
let me. I would like to read the role of Isabel Moner. Supposedly, because she's got acting chops, her name will be Isabella. I'm sorry. Anyway, there's bright red text on this that says, spoiler warning. So if you are someone who is hurt by spoilers. Mute this.
All right, hold on. Let me get off for a second. Hold on.
All right. It says she is a street-smart tomboy who grew up as an orphan and was raised in foster care. The young character's only friend is said to be a small transformer until she meets none other than Cade Yeager. Amazing. If that doesn't have you riveted and looking forward to Transformers 5, I don't know what will.
Wasn't that Megan Fox character or something?
It's like every character in Transformers, you know?
That
God
small robot
damn it.
better be Wheelie.
I hope so.
Because that was like, I hate to say it, but like that, I missed him. That would have made Age of Extinction just a little bit better.
I hope it's a Michael Bay version of Omega Supreme, and it's just those little tiny pile of shit nails.
I thought that we were going towards Cybertron. We were going to be in outer space, and we wasn't going to have a lot of humans.
They're going to Cybertron. The action is going to be split.
Oh God, she really is 14. Jesus Christ! It's not even that the age stays the same. They're getting younger and younger with every movie.
Taking the humans with them.
Oh my God, this is terrible. What? Why? Why does anybody of the age of 14 have to meet? How old's Marky Mark now?
60, 40 something.
You can't call yourself a woman, Justin, until you met Marky Mark at the age of 14.
44. He's 44. That is a highly inappropriate age gap between two people. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I don't get it. Anyway, they've also have news here about Stonehenge being scouted as a location. I hope they blow it up.
Well, they fucked up the pyramids, so why not go with Stonehenge?
I want to see I want to see them legitimately blow it up though. So they're Michael Bay gets in big trouble. That'd be awesome.
I think the guy that did the article or the little blurb on TFW hit the nail on the head. Is it going to be a location for filming, or is it going to be a location for the next MacGuffin to be hidden to further the plot?
Yeah, it's
probably.
Look at Michael.
Do you remember that last piece of Transformers technology on Earth? Well, you're never going to believe this.
Joke's on you.
One more. There may be 8 or 9 pieces overall. We haven't decided yet.
Jetfire comes back to try to help him find it.
I like Michael Bay's. I like Michael Bay's cocky half smile with a Transformers hat with a artificial rip in the front to show he really cares and has been a fan.
He does.
You go get him, Michael Bay.
He gets a lot of hookers. God, and blow.
All right.
I don't know. Whatever.
Let's move on. I don't think we need to talk about this anymore. Do we need to talk about this anymore?
I don't believe so.
Wasn't there a third link? Oh, no, I didn't put the third one there. It was more of the same.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Machinima's Combiner Wars series sneak peek. One weebo was quoted as saying, "I'm slightly more buoyed knowing there's a Japanese name in the list there. Still not 100% sure about this, but I'll hold judgment for now." God damn, that is a long title.
Yeah.
Well, a weebo is a internet term for an anime nerd who has gone a little too far.
Gotcha.
And actually resents her own culture in favor of Japanese culture.
Gotcha. I don't internet very much anymore. So, see,
That's
maybe you should be hosting. I mean, you know all these references. You should do it.
No.
Is that Starscream? Or who? Oh no, that's Wingblade.
That's a dude standing in front of a screen.
Is that the size comparison? Is that what they're doing?
That's Joss Whedon.
No, is that Wingblade? I think. The little.
No, that's a dude.
To the left of him, you dumb shit. There's a fucking transformer on the fucking screen. If you go down, use your fucking mouse instead of fucking shoving up your ass.
Where?
Hey Matt, and
That's
before
the third
RRR,
picture.
Oh,
that's Windblade, not Wingblade. Wingblade is from Energon.
You know what? You know what I love about this podcast?
Oh, my bad.
I feel like the tension between Matt and Robert gets more palpable every episode. I fucking love it.
I don't see it that way, Justin. I think we're fine. I just, he doesn't, he just wants to be a dick. I don't understand why.
I can taste it.
Are you getting Greg? Am I bothering you, Greg? I'm sorry. Did I get on your nerves too?
Oh, don't turn that on me, there, Matt. You
I'll
keep that
turn it,
Robert.
I'll fucking turn it, and I'll get the fucking T-shirt that said I fucking turned it.
Matt,
don't get twisted, or don't get twisted. Goddamn, my high school days came out.
Our
Don't get
life.
fucking triggered.
Trigger.
So I believe
Matt.
this does a good job showing the amount of interest this news story actually has.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
that is why we skip Hasbro news.
Yep. So, let me
I'll watch it.
Let me
Watch
make
this.
a tag here so I know when I can
And to
edit this in a couple hours.
Oh,
Anyway,
damn it.
Shout out to Justin. Fucking what a trooper. You really are a trooper.
Hasbro and Paramount have revealed their secret cabal they call a writer's room. What is this, Greg? This is a really long something to read.
What do you mean?
Pictures and Hasbro unveil top 10.
Well, there's no picture, so I can't just go ahead and generalize what I'm seeing based on the pictures. I'd actually have to have read this thing.
They finally revealed the identities of the various people involved in the quote-unquote writer's room that they've had for the movie and TV franchise.
And death
This
threats
whole
were
new,
received. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
awesome.
Hey, it's there. It's news, you know.
Yeah, it certainly is. Certainly
I
is.
can't wait. I can't wait for the movies.
I
You
know.
want to read it? Should we read it?
I don't
No.
think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think we're gonna move on. Anyway, third-party moves. We've got MMC's Diaclone, Liger, Sphinx, which is the red variation of Sphinx, who's looking like he's gonna be CyberCon release, like at first, and then he's gonna be a mass release. Is that correct? Yes.
I don't know.
Awesome. Speaking to myself.
I don't know.
Welcome to the T2RX6 podcast.
I hope
I am
they,
joined with myself and only myself.
I hope they get their money.
The rest of the podcast will just be you doing an
He
unboxing.
looks really good, man.
Yeah, he does.
I like
He's a
him.
really good mold.
I'm sure he's just fine. I mean, I like Sphinx. I just don't. God damn you,
Hell no.
marketers.
That's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I just don't really understand the point. I guess if you're a Diaclone collector, but I don't have any of those MPs, so.
When did a race car be able to have fucking weapons on the back of a spoiler? Really?
Well, Matt, there's this little show called Transformers. You may be familiar with it.
I mean, did you ever see Mirage do that? No.
Probably about the same time they started walking upright and speaking English, even though they were from Cybertron.
Because the internet's.
Yeah.
That was only the Bay continuity, not G1.
Oh, my bad. I skipped ahead about 30 years. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like it.
734.
It looks
God, I was
good. I
shitting my
just,
pants.
I'm not getting it. Anybody else getting it?
Nope.
I may pick him up.
All in, Matt. All in.
Balls in.
After what I went through to get my Sphinx, I don't know if I want to try again with another color of the mold. Be waiting 4 months for a fucking fixed one.
Racist.
All right.
Well, if it was sure to be perfect, would you get it?
No, I don't do that shit. I could pull a Roberts I could buy them all and then sell them like 2 days later. Before I even opened all 20 boxes.
Oh, I did do that. I did. I bought like 4. Was it 3 or 4 of the Diaclone repaints of MPs, and I got the red Bumblebee out of the box, and I was just like, well, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then I just fucking shipped them out.
I got your gold bug.
Tyler L.
And I got the gold bug. Tyler sold me the gold bug.
No, that's not my gold bug. I was lying to you.
Oh, damn it.
Speaking of things that are fucking stupid, we're gonna move on to the X2 Toys. The leader is it a leader class Ultra Magnus? The leader class Ultra Magnus add-on kit, which gives him an absolutely terrible looking face. Like,
is that a base mode? What the fuck is that? What in the hell?
I don't.
No, that's the sweeper mode. That's where he's picking up trash.
He's picking up himself.
This is treble mode.
Yeah, I mean, like the actual robot mode, it's hard to see to me what has been changed here. Like, I can see his face; it's like even longer and even more worse.
The hammer.
Talk about a downgrade there. He's got a gun. The first image shows a lot of things that look like they've been added on. But then in the bot mode, like, I see feet and maybe something that goes on the white panels.
Right.
Feet?
On the bottom, it looks like Fort Max, but not really.
Yeah.
Fort Max.
I don't know. It's cool. I guess that everything all integrates into the truck mode. That's nice.
New arms?
Yeah, a new gun. It looks like and
feet.
Are they advertising that you can now take the
Rockers.
front of the semi truck off of Ultra Magnus and have like a little stubby semi truck?
Shit mode.
Yeah.
You know, you guys just sounded like Optimus Prime's creepy brother Larry. There's a foot fetish.
T-Pain?
I'll tell. It's actually like it's a reference from my high school days. We had like before prom, there was someone that came in and like their father was killed by a drunk driver and told the story. You know what I mean? Like don't drink and drive.
Of course, that's how they always do it.
Right. And like the lady, I mean the poor woman, like lost her husband, like fucking sad ass story, and she's up there and she's spilling her guts, and they like flashed in the slideshow, like in the fucking slideshow, they flashed to a picture of her father's toe tag, like it was like a close up photograph of the toe tag on her father.
Well, that's just awful.
Anyway, this guy that I was with just screamed out at the top of his lungs, "Feet!"
That's fucked up, man.
Hell yeah, it was fucked up. That same guy ended up getting kicked out of the assembly like 20 minutes later for lighting the girl's hair on fire sitting in front of us.
I would have punched him in the throat.
School's pretty awesome, Bobby.
Yeah, it was
pretty awesome indeed. Kind of not like this toy.
Why would anybody want this mode, this sweeper mode?
Wait a minute, no, because the add-on gives him rockers finally, right? Which is cool.
Okay.
And it improves on the arms. So there are people who really do love this mold.
I suppose.
So it's a pretty cool add-on set. If I was into this and if I wasn't already sold saying I'm good with MP Magnus and I'm leaving, because that's just what I think.
Now let me ask you this: how many leader class Ultra Magnuses does this set cost?
I don't
3?
even know. What does it cost?
I don't
know.
know.
How many Gundams does it cost?
$5? 20,000?
I'm gonna say how much leader class was like $50?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is gonna cost about the same price as leader class Ultra Magnus.
I think you're right.
I think probably over 60.
Did that?
They got a lot of parts. There's a lot of parts in there.
Oh my God, he does cost $46. Jesus Christ! I can't believe I paid that for him.
I'm gonna go with less than 2 Ultra Magnuses.
I'm going with 2 Ultra Magnuses.
2 Ultra Magnuses.
Yeah.
I'm going
Ooh, $100? No, I'll go $60. Ultra Magnus and the little mini guy.
No, you're right. I think 70 is about where it's gonna be.
Well, okay, wait, Justin. You have this Ultra Magnus, right?
I do.
So even though it might guarantee like 10,000 views, you wouldn't get the add-on set?
No.
Wow.
Because 10,000 views.
If it gave me 10,000 views, I would. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I might get it to. Like 10,000.
I'm happy with 1,000. If I could get 1,000,
it won't generate 10,000 views though.
The problem is, even if it does do 10,000 views at the like penny per view or something like that, like it's probably not still paying for the kit. So.
How much? Hey, Matt. At 10,000 views, 10,000 views at a penny a view, how much money is that?
That's $5 or 20,000. There might be $2.
The answer is
I don't know. How many Gundams is that?
It's $1.
It's $1?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my calculator out. Hold on.
It's not right.
It's not right.
Okay. Feet.
Next.
Anyway, moving on while Matt tries to figure out some complex calculus there. We've got Bad Cube has teased a Grump. And I love how they teased this thing where they had that the Red Hulk.
The Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yep, I agree. And I do think it was funny. People in the comments later on were like, "Oh man, I really wanted a Hulk." I was like, "Man, you fucking guys."
Did you?
Wait,
really
that was me. Hold on.
Just Matt.
Oh, never
That
mind.
was just me, man.
No, I know you weren't. You weren't.
No. Let's get this out.
You were just joking around. I mean, I know you want a Hulk, but I saw that elsewhere as well. The only one.
Well, now they did the Hulk in Gears colors, but then they did Red Hulk separately. So I almost took that to mean that they're also saying they're going to do a swerve.
Yeah, they'd have to, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'll get them.
Yeah.
I like Batcube. Batcube's good. I love the Sunstreaker, and the Warpath is is good. I mean, they're good bots. I don't have any other ones. But.
It can't be worse than the iGear ones. So.
Well, you know what? This can't be any better than the SXS.
Well, I know. When I saw this news article, I was like, well, we know Bobby's not getting it because he's so happy with that SXS one.
Yeah, that bitch is gone. I sold it with a broken gun.
You sold the SXS?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How much did you get for the SXS?
25.
Stop saying SXS. Makes me feel weird. I don't even remember.
I'm teasing. I just wanted to say.
Yeah,
SXS.
no, I know. It wasn't much. I sold it cheap. It came because my gun was broken. Like when I got it out, it broke. Like when I got it out of the packaging, it broke. Or it was plugged in. One of them was plugged in. One of them was in packaging. Whichever one the gray one was is the one that broke.
How much is Grump going to be? 120?
You know, I think it would be nice to see an $80 toy, but I'm guessing.
I would too.
I'm guessing 1 to 110.
I was going to say 90, but I bet they could go up to 120 for him probably.
Well, wasn't Brawny or whatever the fuck they're called, Brawny and Outland or whatever, weren't they like 90 each or 2 for 170?
Yeah, that sounds.
Were they? Okay, my bad. Then yeah, it could be about 90, hopefully. I don't know. Shit, maybe I would like a $60.
Well, maybe Bad Cube's got their stuff together, and we can get things for cheaper. I mean, the Sun Surge, how much was he?
110.
I mean, I guess you know he's probably gonna have about the same number of parts and stuff like that, so maybe not. But
mine was like 95, I think. I don't know. I got mine from one of those little backdoor retailers. He carries Transformers under their coat.
Speaking of backdoor,
yeah, are you trying to set us up? Are you trying to set us up, Greg?
Oh, what's the next note? I'm not
Iron Factory Grimlock. So speaking of backdoors,
set up.
Didn't this thing just come out like a couple of weeks ago with from whatchamacallit?
War Patron? Yeah.
That's different. This is the War Within. It doesn't turn into a dinosaur. It turns into like a tank.
Tanker.
They're big too. They're beefy units.
I thought they were going to be like a little 5-pack.
Yeah, it is. It's a 5-pack,
okay.
And it's pretty pricey.
One teaser a week, just so we have to keep talking about it.
Oh, fuck yes. So we'll get it around October. Hey, in time for TFCon. All right.
Tell you, I know we moved on, but I am pretty excited about that Gears.
I am too.
Yeah,
very excited.
It's something that needs to be done. Somebody's doing it. Glad to hear it.
It's just you having short timer syndrome over your fucking arc shelf.
What'd you say?
That's you having short timer syndrome over your arc shelf. You know you're close.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I wouldn't lie about it. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Like, and then I just the idea.
You can smell it.
At least if I could complete something in this fucking
taste
hobby
it
before I die, that'd be nice.
You completed your monkeys? Hey.
Yeah, it's like a different hobby though.
Oh.
Apes, but they are done.
Whatever.
Yep.
I like these. They look nice. I love Iron Factory. They're a good company.
Yeah, I really hope Blitzwing is not an indication because he was fucking rushed out. That's all that happened. It was rushed out.
I don't think so, man. Scorponok's coming up, so it looks awesome.
No, I'm saying the figure itself, the production of Blitzwing was rushed out, and I just hope.
Was it?
Yeah, like it's the.
We talked about it a couple of times.
The fit.
Yeah, we saw this at the Avcon. We heard about this back way last year.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying this Blitzwing came out of left field. It wasn't at TFCon, so I don't know why they got it out when they did, because
you're wrong,
you can tell it was rushed. Not the design, the materials, the final
just yours.
product. Could be just mine. But so yeah, I hope this is different. I hope they're just solid like everything else they've done. I don't want to see Iron Factory take a turn south. I don't think they will.
Will it be solid like a rock?
Like my cock.
Well, if you're not worried about the Grimlock, we can be worried about the Iron Factory Scorponok. So
that looks good. That looks fucking good.
Beautiful.
Bobby?
I like what they did with their April Fool's tease, because the way they worded it, they made it sound like Unicron, but everything they said applies to Marvel Comics, or Marvel Comics and Japanese Scorponok. So they weren't playing April Fool's joke.
And this is the comic version, right? That's how they're selling it, as the comic version.
Oh, I don't know how they're selling it.
Yeah, that's what the listing says. It says comic version, so it's funny that you said that.
It looks good.
Well, I know the whole playing Galvatron as a pawn, and then only being left as a head. That's all the cartoon.
Very cool.
I'll pick this one up. I like this. This one looks. Yeah.
This might be a con pickup for me if I see it somewhere, just like Evil Lord was.
Do you like Evil Lord?
And it's on my snatch out some kid's backpack at TFCon.
I think you would like Little Maggie too, Justin. I think you would like the Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, I messed around with it. I mean, they're all nice. They're good build quality and stuff. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not
at
your
this
skill.
point,
I know
I
it's
don't
not your
really
skill
need
and
it,
everything.
so. But I'll probably get this because it does look pretty cool. So.
Are you tempted, Bobby? Are you tempted at all?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest. But it does. I'm happy for those that are into the Legend scale because it does look great.
Not until they make some Stunticons.
Now they might have me there.
Mm-hmm.
They might have me there.
Then have to get Devastator.
I know you.
No.
Bob B.
Hulky. Bobby B.
I'll tell you.
No,
like,
not Bobby B. Bob B.
Bob.
Feed.
Oh man, she got me with. Oh, let me tell you, I got a Bob story. I meant to, the moment it happened, I wanted to tell you guys.
Do it.
Like our washer broke, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's a washer and dryer at my work, and I was like, I'll just take a bunch of stuff to work and wash it there. And she was like, okay, I'll pack it up for you. So she like put all this stuff in a trash bag, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? You want me to put the clean clothes back in the trash bag and then bring them home in the same dirty trash bag they were in? And I was like, why don't we put them in a hamper? And I'll just take the whole hamper in, and then I'll bring the whole hamper back. And she was like, okay, that's probably better. And I was like, yeah. It's like strange. And then she was like, she got irritated by it. I was just fucking with her. And she got irritated by it. She was like, nothing strange about you, Bob.
I would have came out the corner like, ha ha! That's funny.
Is that Laura losing her temper? Is that Laura losing her temper?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow, that's.
I would have been cracking up. I would have knocked on the door. Got him. That would have been creepy right there.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta understand. Like the same day, like a whole bunch of Planet of the Apes figures came in. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of.
Oh, she just saw money going up in there.
Yeah, you can't be a dick to her the day you get like $5. That's all
That's a no-go right
you
there.
You gotta get $1 every day.
Yeah.
Why can't we fix the dryer? Oh, I don't know. He's finally put all the fucking boxes.
Caesar, rise and lead the ape army to the future. I don't know, Laura. I don't know why it's broken.
Oh, that was another thing I put on her Facebook. I think you guys may have saw it, but somebody was like saying something about like little cutesy shit that people leave on their like significant other one's wall, and she was like, Bobby would never do some shit like that. So like I left her that like Planet of the Apes meme that said "Home Future Family." It's like,
thanks. Good one, Bob.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, are we done with the LordScorpion?
Yes.
Beautiful. Any idea when it's coming out? I mean, or when they say it's coming out, at least. I mean,
Big Bad Toy Store says it's out tomorrow.
But you can't really go by a Big Bad Toy Store. So
are you sure?
Close. No.
I know.
I think it's closer to November.
I've been misled sometimes by BBTS. So I'm just gonna say that. I'll probably say it's probably about fall, probably give or take.
So, do you guys think it looks G1?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I
think G1 enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about now? If this was the same size as Pandanus, which one would you like more?
I think this.
I would like that one. I would like that one. It looks more clean.
Yeah, I think so too.
Pandanus has got a lot of shit going on. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about Pandanus. It looks great, but man, it's got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, it definitely does.
But yeah, this one, if they can make a scale that size with him, oh, definitely him. He looks more G1 than the Pandanus does. To me.
You can't just blow this up because I mean I assume it's a lot of just big ball jumps.
Oh yeah, I mean there's other stuff you have to put in factor, but if they could, that'd definitely be on that boat.
But why Jane could blow it up? Some diecast in there.
Damn right. On his
Anyway.
feet.
Speaking about blowing it up,
These lips.
we have TransFusion's blown up Duckface lips and love handle upgrade set for MP Ironhide.
Love handles. Oh.
Yeah. So this is basically that mod that somebody came up with to move the panels to the back or the hips whatever, decided a chest there and moved the wheels on some hinge to go to the back, which looks good. And then some terribly, terribly awful Ironhide face. Yeah. I mean, can I summarize that anymore? I mean, that's what it is. Right?
I think the face looks terrible, but I'm definitely in for the set.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
I think the set looks great. Like I like the way it moves the panels to the side there. I think that looks real good. I don't think the head's an improvement at all. I know some people.
It's the opposite of an improvement, actually.
Yeah. Some people thought, like, I mean, there's people out there who complain that the Ironhide head is just too long, I guess, elongated. But like, this is terrible. Like, this is not a fix.
Did you fuck me? I'd fuck.
But like, you know, I will say, like, this is the first time this thing is worth noting. It's the first time I have felt compelled to buy an upgrade for a masterpiece.
Not me. Save that money.
Color's off.
Yeah. You would think they would at least color it before they put it out there like that.
True.
Man, I was waiting for you to make a color joke, and you didn't. And then I finally drop it, and then you piggyback it.
I'm piggybacking tonight, man.
Yeah,
Don't worry. I don't have anything. I don't. Sometimes I have my nights. I don't. You know, I'm not having a night right now. Is this the first? Is this their first go at it? TransFusion? Is this their first?
If that is their real name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Could
Well,
be.
yeah, it looks like
is this
the
KFC? No.
head looks like the girl from the Trigger meme.
Trigger.
Wait, TransFusion.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's creepy name.
Transsexual.
Makes Ironhide look like a transsexual?
He must be from North Carolina.
I hope he comes with a cell phone so he can be taking some selfies with that face. That's all I'm saying.
Comes with a selfie
He can't. He can't use a women's girl. He can't use a women's bathroom. He's in North Carolina.
They had to know. They had to know when they saw it. They had to know, like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that they could think.
Lips are big.
Nailed it.
Fuck yeah! Remember that episode where Ironhide goes and gets Botox in his lips?
Yeah.
He gets those collagen injections.
Oh man.
Ironhide looks like a Kardashian.
It almost looks like it almost looks like it was sculpted by hand.
Cocktails with Ironhide.
I don't get the head, but I'm definitely in for it because.
Yeah.
It still doesn't. It's still not gonna fix my problems. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's not gonna fix all my problems with it. Like, but it's gonna get
Bobby,
better.
There's no
only
problem
you can
with
fix
it.
your own problems. I'm just.
Good point. Good point. And a therapist.
Yep.
But I
Dr.
like-
Francis
but I
is
like-
necessary again, I suppose.
Yeah. But I like your self-help attitude.
Yeah.
I love my Ironhide. I'm hugging him right now.
They could have like sweetened the pot, come with some screw hole covers, throw something cheap in there that makes it a little more compelling to clean up your unit.
Why don't you tell him to sweeten the pot then?
You know what I mean? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I wish that Voodoo Ironhide would hurry up and come out.
How much do you think this thing is going to be?
Oh man, I don't know.
30.
It's $40. It's already out for pre-order. It's $40.
Is it?
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
That's why I said it's half the cost of what the fucking figure was for a kit that you're only going to use half of.
I gotcha.
You know what I did? You know what I did before the show started? I canceled my pre-order for Ratchet because I saw it was dropping soon. I didn't want to buy it.
Who cares, Robert?
Well, aren't you
Yeah, who
special?
gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'm
seriously, like that has nothing to do with any fucking thing.
Just because you don't
I
like
think
a good
it's- I think
fucking
it's-
Transformer,
I
man.
think it's pretty relevant.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's relevant. You nice bastards.
Oh well, yeah. I just mentioned how. Oh, never mind. Dumbass decision. Spending half of what the figure costs and the kit you can use half of. Canceling. Or
I hope you get that
Ratchet.
kit, Robert. I hope you love that kit. God.
Yep.
Are you sticking with your Voodoo? Is that the one you're sticking with for Ratchet,
Yes.
Robert? Or are you using your? You're sticking with your TFC?
I don't have TFC Ratchet.
I thought you bought TSC Ratchet.
I don't have TFC Ratchet.
Did you get?
Oh,
that
you
one?
got-
Ironhide.
You got an Ironhide.
Who got an Ironhide?
You.
I got your Ironhide.
You never brought it up.
Would you?
Last week.
Would you
Bastard.
bring it up too?
I did last week. If you had been here, if you'd show up once in a while, you'd fucking know.
I was lurking.
Lurker.
Anyway, I think we've beaten.
I love you, Robert.
We've beaten Ironhide's lips to death. We're gonna move on to Transform Dreamwave Defensor or add-ons. Is that the company? Transform?
Yes.
God
it's
damn.
Transform Dreamwave. No, that's the name of the company. Transform.
See, I thought this was like a Dreamwave Defensor add-on kit. Now it's Transform Dreamwave into IDW? Is that what happens?
Somebody said this was Dr. Wu. So I don't know about them apples.
Dr. Wave. Okay, I can see it. It is.
Dr. Weave.
Mm-hmm. So these things, like, clearly going by 4 little pieces of plastic with ball joints and heads that move being $64.99.
Jesus.
$150.
It's got new feet. It's got some hands.
Looks nice.
Like a chest piece. Some different head, I think.
Now, if only the extensions actually gave, like, another 2 inches of torso so those hands don't need to hang down to the knees. That's all I kind of want.
Yeah.
I'll just save it for a different company, though. It's cool.
Well, you can do it like all the Devastator add-ons. You can keep the perfect effect hands and feet. Use this. Use the inevitable upgrade head. And then throw everything else in a box and try to sell it as some hodgepodge of parts that nobody fucking wants. And then bitch because no one's fucking liking your post.
And then you also need to have it like way more expensive than it's worth because it's from 4 or 5 different sets. Right?
Well, that one kit was $100, and this one was only $20, but I think it's worth $85.
Yeah.
I only took the head out.
Why has Groot got those big ass hands? I mean, just
hands.
I love when Matt talks.
I don't know. I just don't have anything tonight, man. I'm sorry. I'm just.
No. What are you talking about?
No.
Don't be sad.
I'm sad.
Don't be sad, Twan.
Prince died.
Prince really put a number on Matt there.
It hurt me.
I feel your pain on that one.
Man. Yeah, this is good if you like that Defensor.
It's nice looking, but I don't know. I can't even be bothered to pick up the groove to complete my Defensor.
Yeah.
I'm not picking this up.
I saw like the link to order it, and I was like, enter in my credit card information. No.
Oh, no.
That is way too much work.
I don't want a new password.
I was like, you know what? I'll just go without.
Yeah. So, I've got the Defensor with the rook foot, if I ever display it anywhere. Spoiler alert, I'm probably not going to.
Actually, Bobby, it's funny you say that because that has saved me on. I didn't mean to cut you off. If I did, I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No, I was done.
Justin.
It's all good.
It's funny you say that. That saved me on many purchases. Because like some websites with PayPal, it automatically logs you in and shit.
Yeah.
And then some you have to go through a whole bunch of steps. like, are you sure you want to buy this piece of shit?
Yeah. It's like, well now.
even they know they got a shit fucking product, and they're like, man, if we take them like 5 steps, man, they might back out.
You taught me out of this one.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, when it's like it's like, do you want to pay $100 extra to get it tomorrow? Sure, why not?
Now that you say it, yes.
Oh yeah, what do I need to pay to get it yesterday?
Yeah. I went to the site. I went to the site with the intention of buying it, and then when I got there, and it was like, create an account with us, and then I started thinking, I was like, man, like all this clicks and numbers, and then they're gonna be sending me fucking emails every now and then. I'm not gonna want to hear from them. Ugh. Sorry.
Who were you gonna buy it from? Your ex-girlfriend?
That's how it seems. I hate getting fucking emails from fucking like spam emails. Like our Shattered Cast, like now we get all the 1-800-flower emails. I'm like, oh.
I ordered flowers actually the other day on that.
No shit.
No, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
I need to order my wife some flowers. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I had to break up with one of those long-running companies that's been sending me emails for years. They even found my new email address when I changed it about 6 years ago. And we finally broke up with them a couple weeks ago. Wow. They sent me a message like, we're sorry if we offended you in any way. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
I was like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? I bought a t-shirt from you when I was like 18. Sorry if we offended you. We always send you 7 emails a day.
Yeah.
I know you haven't shown interest in our items for a while, but we always hold out hope.
You want another shirt?
Free shipping on a $40 t-shirt? That's not a good enough deal for you?
Anyway, moving on to Big Toys cross-dressing dimension. Nope, cross-dimension. Striker Convoy. Huh. So we're finally getting a Make Toys Optimus Prime, I guess, huh?
Good.
I like how they use Convoy.
I like it.
5/16/2016. Oh, that's next month. That's pretty close.
Oh.
Now, wait, are we gonna? Is that 5/16? We're getting another image, or are we actually getting a toy? So they're gonna start playing that game. That's a step up right there from the silhouette, man. Like, hey, we're giving you a date for the next picture.
We know you can't pre-order this anywhere, and it's impossible to gauge interest.
Yeah, if that thing comes out like that soon, and like Scorponok's still not out, or Hydrant, or whatever, the fucking, I'm gonna be like, come on now.
Come on, man.
Maybe this Optimus Prime is a recolor of the Hydrant mold. That's why they're putting it out now.
I think that's just another picture. That's another day for the picture.
What size do you think this Optimus Prime's going to be? Because, I mean, you guys know more about the comics than I do. Is this like an IDW Prime?
I don't know.
I thought it was going to be a Power Master Prime. Like that.
I don't see any Power Master on that chest, so.
But isn't it like in the shadows?
No, there's a colored picture.
Justin, just to be fair, I don't see a Power Master on that Hasbro one either.
That is fair.
They're shipping that shit out the door.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair assessment, you know.
I think it's funny that Make Toys is like the one third-party company that's located in Japan. Like, they fucking like share a train with Takara going into work, and they call this fucking thing Convoy. Like, and that's like calling Optimus Prime in America. Like, they call it Striker Convoy, which is like a proper fucking name for a movie figure in Japan. So,
hey, Greg, do you think they switch ideas on the train or something?
They might.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like, the one guy's coming home from the bar all drunk, and he's like, oh, I was thinking about making this and this, and then Make Toys guys like, go on.
Oh, really? Let me write that down. Hold
on. So, I got it. Make Toys is the one that has the app, right?
Yes.
There it is, 5/15/2016. They're going to add some shit to the app. That's what it is.
Be sure to update your app.
Check the app and see what it says.
So is anybody, like, without knowing much about this, does this have anybody's real interest at this point?
No, I got the Hasbro one coming.
Uh-oh.
I mean, for me, like, you know, I don't feel a need to replace, like, it's not, if it doesn't scale with my MP line, I don't really need it very much, you know, and I guess if it's a Power Master Optimus Prime, I'll consider it, but, like, the aesthetic is not really MP styling to me, you know, I don't know, so right now, there's too little for me to look at this and have any determination on it being something that I personally want.
I just opened the app, and the first thing that popped up was 5/15/2016.
Sunday. Feet. Am I the only one that collects Chug on this little podcast of ours?
I collected it, and then it died. Now you get Combiner Wars and Titan Masters and whatever else. Chug's gone, Matt.
No, it's not, Justin.
He's gone.
You don't say that.
Art.
Which one of those is so? Combiner Wars is that classic?
Don't trigger me, Justin.
Is it Universe? Is it Generations?
Universe
for the Decepticons? No, it's none of those. So it's dead, Matt. I'm sorry.
I see it in my collection everywhere. It's not dead.
No, you collect Transformers. There's a difference, Matt. It's not Chug.
It's not dead. It's not dead. It's coming back. I feel it. I have a feeling.
Back. It's like disco. Yeah. Any day now.
Speaking of stuff that's coming back, Hasbro news.
Yeah. Holy shit! There's only two things.
Lenny, where are you this time? There's not much to talk about.
Yeah,
he's gonna be pissed. Like,
and I squeaked out that second one too. I just added a second one like right before the show.
Really? Damn it.
Yeah, whatever the second one is. I don't even remember what the fuck this shit is. But the Ultra Magnets. I added that just because. Yeah.
Anyway,
the news we have is awesome.
Yeah, if you click the first link, it'll take you to the Takara Mall, and if you click Red Alert there in that cartoon colors version because, why
not?
Taking a page from third-party companies. Anyway,
no.
We see
no
Inferno in silhouette, also taking a page from third-party companies.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that Justin mentioned this in the chat. I think it's like a worthwhile discussion to talk about. But that would probably be a pretty good tactic for Takara to start shutting down third party.
Yep.
Is that every time third party does this, we got 5 of this coming and 5 of that coming, then they just release one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna this isn't really probably going to affect Make Toys that much, but it's definitely going to affect Mastermind and X Trash Box.
Yeah, absolutely.
X Trash Box. I'm excited. I'm happy and fly on shit when this came. I saw this. The picture looks kind of funny, but because he barely can hold him up. It looks like he's struggling. He's struggling.
Well, Inferno looks fairly small, but the Make Toys one is about the same size, right?
Yeah, I tried to do mock-ups of it from different angles, and with Red Alert, it looks about the same size.
In fact, part of me questioned if Takara bought
because those
Inferno
fucking
to take the silhouette, and then they're just make it happen.
Those head wings are those head wings are angled the right way.
They shapeways.
That didn't look like a third party Inferno.
Shapeways. So, how big was Inferno to Prime? Was he taller than Prime in the cartoon?
No, he's shorter, even though he should be taller than the semi-truck. So.
Okay, so he's probably going to be about the same height as
there was somebody that commented one time. I can't remember whether it was RRR or someone else that said
probably was.
That a fire truck is what was it that I forget I forget which way it went, but fire trucks are longer than a semi, obviously, but they are significantly shorter. They're not the same cab size.
They he was saying how the I forget exactly too, but it was him. And I remember he was showing pictures of the fire trucks and stuff. But if you are considering just the cab, the cab of a semi versus the entire fire truck, it's way longer. Now, semi with trailer like Ultra Magnus, he should be smaller than, but he should be bigger than Optimus, personally. But cartoon says he's not.
Who's excited?
What about Motormaster?
Oh yeah, Motormaster is always that crazy outlier. Huge.
I'm excited.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I don't know if I'll get rid of my Make Toys one or not at this point in time. It's too early to tell. But looks good. From what you can see, it looks like Inferno. Now that doesn't mean it's not like a hollow train wreck later. So.
You better do it before all those motherfuckers in the cafe fucking drive the price down.
Yeah.
Because it's 6 motherfuckers oh yeah, 130, I dropped to 125. It's I'll take it $80.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I was looking at something like that recently. I'm not sure if it was in the cafe or another trading group, but they were selling something that an official version had come out, and the price was crazy low. And I looked on eBay and checked the most recently sold, and it was all recent ones. I was like, man, you guys might want to check eBay out before you start selling your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like my buddy Ken says. Would you rather sell something and have the money or bump it 50 times and have the headache?
Yeah, but here's the thing. When I see people who see a silhouette like this, you don't know what this thing really looks like. You could be parting with your Make Toys one. It doesn't matter though, Matt. You could be taking your you can find out that this is the silhouette is not a masterpiece at all. It's a Combiner Wars Inferno that actually is hollow as shit and doesn't fit anywhere in an MP line. You don't know anything about this outside of a silhouette holding a masterpiece,
That's true. But the fandom's impatient. Everybody's impatient.
They're just sell it now, sell it now. So.
Well, I do take that little caption at the top that says recreating. I think what it should say in proper translation is recreating scenes in Masterpiece.
Sure, and I'm sure it is.
Scenes in Masterpiece.
I'm sure it is gonna end up being an MP Inferno, but like, I mean, still with Silhouette, we don't know. Like, it could be terrible looking. It could be completely hollow. Like, I'm hoping it's not. So far MP hasn't really let me down personally. I know some people feel otherwise about it, but like, like it could just be, just not good at all. And there's, if you're jumping ship, it's kind of like the people who, were blowing out Seekers and stuff because that one company came out and said we're making Seekers, and then that company just disappeared, So.
Yeah, like that Jazz. What happened to that Jazz?
Make Toys said they were making Seekers.
I don't.
There was other companies too.
Oh, there was another company that was making those cone heads.
Yeah, the cone head ones.
And then once the Hasbro cone heads started coming out, they're like, can't handle that.
Yeah.
These
Bob,
Liger
pull them
knockoffs
out,
are
Bob, let's go.
Yeah.
Pack it
there
up.
was the big three back in the day. Wasn't there a company doing the big three like years ago, like 2 years ago?
Oh, I don't remember. Fucking 2 weeks ago. I don't know, 2 years ago.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
Hey, Robert, where you been?
Listening. Okay. Okay. Given that, let's assume this is an MP Inferno. Do you anticipate there being just an aesthetic issue between Red Alert and Inferno because they're made by different designers who have a different style? And I'm not knocking either, but I think they might be dissonant. What do you think?
I mean, it's I think it's hard to say. Like Ironhide, for me, Ironhide and Shockwave are polar opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Shockwave is perfect looking and is not made extremely well. Ironhide is made extremely well and not perfect looking. So, like, I just don't know which one I'm going to get.
Hopefully both.
Hopefully.
So, now, okay, I mean, I guess this can just, as an example, like on your MP shelf, do you find that Hot Rod doesn't really look right next to the Datsuns, even though they were never really together? But do they really look right on the same shelf together?
I just answered your question. They were never together, so.
I'm talking about the aesthetic of the design.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Well, like, I have my my Hot Rod is on the shelf with Carrie and Ultra Magnus. And
okay, does he go well with Ultra Magnus?
Bobby, sing that song, please.
Which one?
It's the same designer as
Carrie.
Ultra Magnus, though. It's the same designer, isn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I think I don't know. For some reason I want to say that Ultra Magnus was right during the switch.
Yeah, he was. I'm pretty sure he was like the last one that came out from the other guy, the guy who did the cars leading up to it.
Miyagi.
Actually, I think B was the last one that he worked on, right?
See, I want to say he had something to do with Ultra Magnus because like Ultra Magnus was his favorite.
Well, did Ultra Magnus come before B? I thought he did.
No, he was after.
He's
Okay.
after Bumblebee.
Well, then I think it was Ultra Magnus was the last one then. And it's so borrowed heavily on the MP10 design that I know it was that guy. Like, I could have sworn he did. Okay, Ultra Magnus was after B, you said, right? Not the other way around?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, so Ultra Magnus would have been the last one because Star Saber was the first from the guy who did the old MPs, if I recall correct.
And
If
that's
not,
who we
then
have
we're already
now.
being corrected, so, it's cool.
Well, I was going to say earlier, and if I cut out for a minute, so if I'm interrupting anybody, I'm sorry, but just to get this out so I can mute and use the restroom. When we talk about people jumping ship and how quick people are selling, I mean, there are people, and I talked about 5 people in the cafe, but I know 3 of them are, I mean, some people just collect Masterpiece. They use third party to fill in, and when there's a Masterpiece coming, regardless of what it is, they'll sell the third party because they want to collect official Masterpiece. So,
Sure.
There's that.
There's definitely
Certainly.
I'm like that, except for those fucking Seekers. I realized one day they just don't look right unless they're in the back, covered up by everybody else, and that's head to toe.
I think I'm out.
On what?
On MP.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
Get the fuck out of here. God damn.
Because like for me, it's like
for now. I'm not saying it's forever, but just for now.
I'm really excited about the rumors of the other guy coming back.
Yeah, I've heard them too. I hope so.
See, I didn't know that, Bobby B.
And like, I don't feel like that's like it doesn't seem coincidental to me. Like that was like this new guy's had a relatively short run.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know. I'm not speculating as to why that is, but I'm just saying, like in comparison to the last run.
So you're not speculating? That means you actually know.
Well,
no, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing the information out there.
Granted, the quote-unquote new guy actually had the line from the beginning through 9 masterpieces, so he actually overall has had a longer run.
No. That's what I'm saying. Is if you compare this run that he has now to his earlier run,
I see what you're saying.
and to the guy after his run, like this is a relatively short run.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know where they moved the last guy to go unfuck. I want to know what he's been working on.
They say he's been
sure as fuck had been Combiner Wars.
That's exactly what they say he's been working on.
Well, that Devastator he did, but that's all they said. They said he got pulled in for that project. I haven't seen that he's been doing all Combiner Wars, because it sure as fuck don't show it.
Well, with some of the MP rumors that I've heard, it wouldn't surprise me given some of the licenses that supposedly they're working on. They pulled him right back after to start working on those cars. It wouldn't surprise me. You know? All right.
Listen to him being hopeful.
Good guess everybody knows.
We know what you're thinking about, Justin.
Yeah.
Nothing would make me happier.
Me neither. Anyway, let's move on, because we can. And we're going to go and talk about the Ultimetal Ultra Magnus colored images.
Well, I know.
All right. Fuck it, we're not going on.
I'm sorry.
Moving back.
I want to get everybody's opinion on their thoughts on if they think that this Inferno was a strategy move or if it was just circumstantial.
I think it's a strategy move to an extent. I think there's a number of ways that it's a strategy move. First off, you've got 3 of them coming out, 1 out, 2 of them on their way, that you can cut the third-party companies off at the knees. You can use this as a tool to see like how the people who buy these expensive toys react if you make one that's just as good, if not better. You know, like you can already see the waves it's creating, where people are offing their Infernos already. And then the other thing is, it's a smart strategy because you've got Inferno, Grapple, Artfire, probably Hauler. You know, like it's an easy repaint potential too. So,
but really quick, the key to what you just said was if it's as good, and I think that it can really backfire on them if certain collectors. I'm not saying every collector, but I think there are collectors out there that would judge against them holding. I mean, people. There's that huge debate with MP Shockwave versus Quake Wave and Quake Blast. You know, and yes, and the point is, you know, I mean, in my opinion, you know, if they all released at the same time, you know, I wouldn't go for the MP Shockwave. So if they're going to come out with an Inferno, it really better be better than the third-party offerings.
I think you'll get.
They're going to look stupid.
I think, you know, you get enough reviewers out there talking about how glorious it is and all that stuff. I think you'll sway people. I think you will, even if it's just like on par with the other ones. So.
Well, I think they'd win out if something's on par. They win out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't think it's on par.
I do think the Shockwave is the one to create the most controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Shockwave was an interesting. It was an interesting release.
Yeah, I agree.
I love an interesting release.
I know you do.
Matt, what are your thoughts?
That's what Tyler L told me.
What's that?
What are your thoughts?
What was the question?
God
damn. He's like, what thoughts?
No.
Do you think?
I was writing down the questions.
The Inferno thing was like a tactical move, or do you think it was circumstantial?
I would say, I mean, it was a tactical move because, you know, I think a Masterpiece or Takar and Hasbro are gonna look into, you know, getting more, you know, into masterpieces because they see how well third party does. I mean, I'm sure they've had this. I'm sure they've had him for a while. I mean, I know Takara. I've heard rumors. I think we've actually talked about that. They have a long line of list of stuff that's going to come out. So I'm sure they've already had this for a while. So yeah, it could be both. It could be both.
That Sun figure that they've talked about since the very original one, or the very first car.
I know they probably have Jazz, in the works. I bet we see a Jazz and a Galvatron this year.
But
maybe, yeah.
There's also just to add on, because we've heard scuttlebutt, I guess, for lack of a better term, that a lot of these third-party companies have intel as to what's going on at Takara, which is why you've never seen a third-party Trax, why you've never seen why you didn't see a third-party Hot Rod and stuff like that. That's the only thing that makes me think this might be a tactical play. And if it is, I think it's smart. Yeah. I applaud them. That is the way to do it, I think.
Well, I think Takara, they're on their high horse, and I don't think they think any third party will challenge them. I think Fans Toys is trying to but I think they're kind of late with. I think with Hot Rod, when's Fans Toys Hot Rod going to even come out? Is it even? So
I don't know, but I can tell you I'm in on it when it happens.
So am I.
That's fine, but I'm just saying I don't think Takara, and Hasbro. That I don't think they think anybody will challenge them if they put out Inferno. They think that they know that people are going to start selling their third party stuff because a lot of people want the official stuff.
I don't know. I just disagree. I think it might be a tactical move on their part, but I do not believe it's a wise move because I don't think they're putting stuff out that can necessarily better the I don't know. I just think MMC's Inferno is probably going to be better than theirs. And that's just based on the last figure I got from MSE versus the last figure I got from Takara. I could be wrong, but it's just based on the last offering. And I think it would be, you'll have fucking, Goliath will fall, if they go up head to head and they fucking lose.
And
well, to be fair, I don't think Goliath will fall. Because if someone tries to go really head-to-head with Takara, and they have an Inferno out on the market in circulation, and they have a not Inferno on the market in circulation, I think it'd be a lot easier for them to go after
I don't think so.
A third-party company, especially one like Master or Make Toys that's based in the same country as them.
Make Toys, I would
believe
believe.
Exception.
Yeah.
They could do that.
I think, Robert, you're just so engulfed with the hating Hasbro and Takara. I think you just want that shit to fail.
And 2 weeks ago, he was talking shit about third party, talking about how it wasn't worth the money based on Gundams he buys.
I don't hate Takara and Hasbro. I don't hate that.
I think you do. Yeah, I think you really do. I really think that it's engulfed you that so much that you just. You just find all the little things that just go wrong with the Transformer.
But wait, why does it have to be that just to discuss it? See, I feel like that's a trap that we fall into. Yeah. Discussing something and criticizing it and then also talking about, the possible impact it could have doesn't mean this fucking extreme stance.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Speaking of Bandai, how about those GoBots? $50. I'm in.
Yeah, they look good.
I'm in, but, how big are those fuckers?
They're like
they're
SH figure art
size.
size.
How big?
Like an
Chuck
SH
size.
figure art size.
Okay.
About the same size.
I don't have any of those. What's the size of an SH figure?
It's a little under 6 inches.
Like a Black Series Star Wars. About
a little bit smaller.
Urgent care,
just a
but
little.
not quite. Emergency room.
Oh, okay.
Commander War size.
Greg got me right there. Urgent care, but not emergency room.
Anyway, I'm running this
Your
shit, so
wife
we're
might
moving
be able
on.
to help you pry it out. You might not need a doctor.
God damn it, Greg, I'm running this shit. We're gonna talk about Ultimate Ultra Magnus now. Finally.
Finally.
You're scary.
It looks fucking good, but I'm not buying it. What about everyone else?
Hey, at least I've got you moved over to it. Looks good. I'll take that.
Why never said
Looks
it didn't
good.
look good?
I thought you did. I thought you said you hated the face or something.
He
I
hates
don't
your
believe so.
face.
I don't believe so. I believe I said that I wasn't buying it because it's like $2,000.
I thought you hated the face.
I don't know.
It looks better than the titanium one.
I always hate faces, so it's possible.
He said he hated the feet.
Feet. I'm getting a few of these. I'm gonna keep one in a box. I'm gonna have one to customize, I'm gonna have one to display. I'm gonna have one in alt mode,
dude.
I'm gonna have one in just regular white Optimus mode and one armored up mode.
That big case must be looking to pay off soon.
I can't wait till we see the alt mode on this one, Robert, because it doesn't fucking transform.
There'll be a bunch of pieces on the floor.
I think this thing's fucking beautiful. But it's just like that Shigoken Mazinger that Bandai put out with the same thing. Where you can take the armor off, and it's got like the fucking base and the remote control and all. It's the same fucking thing, except it's a super robot, not a transformer.
Am I the only person who gets excited when Transformers don't transform? Yeah. No.
But
okay.
It's not worth 600 and some bucks. I think 700 is what the prime was. So this is probably.
Yeah, they're like, I hear people talking about it. They're like, yeah, you can take off the things and see all the whatever underneath the Optimus's, armor and stuff. Like, when did that ever happen? Why should I care?
Well, I think this is geared more towards the market of the people that buy them.
Right,
I said before,
of course.
But you know what? You can also take the armor off and see all the working pistons and stuff.
Gundam.
$35 Master Grade Gundam kit.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
True story.
It really raises the question, though, because the articulation on a Gundam is, amazing. Any Transformer fan who loves articulation, and if you put together one Gundam and they're so cheap, and everything moves, and the higher the grade, it's even better. It's amazing to me that they sell us figures without articulation that's on par, right, Greg?
And you see how few parts it takes to get some of that articulation too.
I know.
A mainline deluxe that has a part count of like 6. That's one thing. But like you look at a third-party figure and like, oh, I don't have ankle tilts. Well, it only takes two or three parts to give you a full range of motion on a foot, forward, back, all the way around. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Hasbro and Takara have taken note, and you'll start having to build your own Transformers too.
I would do it. I'd love it.
That's fine with me. I'd fucking build the fuck out of it if I got a decent figure for $35.
If I can ensure my own QC.
Well, what is the engineering like, comparatively?
Very similar. Similar joints. And
no, I mean, like, so they turn into cars and shit?
The transforming ones are nowhere close.
I know they have some that transform. But I mean, like, these ones that are $35, did they turn into a car?
Well, they're not Transformers. And so $35 versus $110 third-party figure.
So
how much of that's going to pay for the?
That is correct, Bobby. The answer is no.
Parts.
All right, that's the answer I was looking for. No, they do not.
But Bobby, they could still transform. It doesn't get in the way of that.
We're talking about the basic joints.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's an engineer and design cost. I mean, I can look at like a SH Figuarts, $40 Star Wars figure and be like, this thing moves so much better than Takara and third party, but it doesn't have to do the same thing.
Yeah,
that's a good point. It's just it's not that much to get the extra articulation. Like once you're the guy putting it together and you go, what? You can do all of this with just a couple of parts. You feel a little like taken advantage of on the price.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know how.
You know how you'll know? You know how you'll know?
How?
You need to put together a Gundam.
Now bring one over and I'll take a look at it.
You got to put it together. I'll send one to you. It takes
No, I don't. I'm not going to do it. I don't have the time. I don't. But I'd love to take a look at one. Like,
I'll send you one that transforms. Wing Gundam. I have it here. It's an HG.
Bring one to bring one to Skullfest.
The transformation's not all that exceptional on a Wing Gundam.
You have to put it together.
But like when you start looking at like just like these, like the designer's cost alone for like the engineering designs, like you're looking at like $10,000 off top.
Okay, but what if you're in house? Like in house designers are just they're slaves. I mean, you have to pay them.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we can say that.
It's a 14-year-old kid in the basement.
Oh, stop.
In Hunan.
Yeah, that was Mark 147. Alrighty. Justin, I'm looking out for you.
I'm just saying. I mean, Play Arts has incredible articulation. SH Figuarts has incredible articulation. They're ball cheaper. Well, Play Arts not so much anymore. But
Okay, well, so how about this? So what if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I just transform it once, put it on the shelf, and forget about it. So what if you could put together a really good, articulated, spot-on robot mode? You're not going to transform it anyway, and you could get it for $35. Would you buy that?
I don't know.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I don't know. I like that. I would have to do some soul searching for that, because I mean, like, you know, it's the same reason why I didn't buy the Revoltech figures of the Transformer stuff, even though I thought they looked great.
Yep.
Was because they didn't transform.
Well, if I could offset the cost, right, of a highly articulated Transformer by having it come to me in sprues, I would do that. Yeah. And it's fun.
Well, I don't know. I would. I guess it would depend. It would depend on, especially with third party. There'd be so many. Like, is it going to be like Shockwave from Warbitron? Because I don't want to put up with that shit every fucking day.
The Grimlock is awesome. The Grimlock is light years ahead of the Shockwave.
Yeah. Well, and at the same time, no. And once again, no one's talking about replacing any main lines. It's just having something out there, expanding. Putting something out there for somebody else. Not having something for everybody, just having something out there for somebody else.
MTV just stopped everything and started playing Prince videos.
Good.
Fuck yeah.
So you're
saying they played some fucking music.
So you're all yeah, I agree, Greg. Oh, I just read an article recently that they're bringing back music as the main platform for MTV.
Yeah, they said they're changing up everything on MTV. Like they're doing a whole new platform for it.
What kind of music are they bringing back, or what kind of music are they going to play though?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But like so what you're suggesting, Greg, is like a separate line that's done like Gundam.
Well, I know it's hypothetically, because the whole reason I even brought up when I made my comparison, when I said, you know what else does that? A $35 Master Grade, and then Robert said that, and I kind of went off him. I was comparing it to something like this. That this costs $1,000 when you can make something similar. It doesn't have to be metal, and you can get the same thing. I mean, I think that they could capture some of that market if Takara did that, or if even Bandai couldn't do it because they're not, they couldn't do it. But like a third-party company and could capture some of the market of the people that are into building shit and they're into Transformers.
Yeah, right. I think if they were to do like a separate line, that would work. I mean,
this would be $50.
I mean, they're still getting. You know, at the end of the day, they're still eating. I'm sure fairly well off this Ultimetal shit.
May I tangent us back to the MTV news for a second?
Sure.
Will they be changing their name to RTV for the reality TV they won't be showing?
One can hope.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, that's all I wanted to do. Sorry.
What did you just say? That was mean.
MTV's garbage. No.
Oh, I thought you called Justin garbage. That was mean.
No. Why would I fucking do that?
So you're saying the channel that's playing Prince videos right now because he died's garbage? That's pretty heartless,
it's pretty fucked up, I know, man.
Heartless.
Yeah.
Heard they're gonna have a parade in Gotham City for the man.
Trigger.
Friday night. Not money. Who likes free money?
Love that money.
Man, I love that.
Save that money.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Can I tangent us again?
Yes.
Bobby?
Yes.
This is a question for you, because I asked a friend of mine and we were debating. Metropolis is New York, right? What city is Gotham?
Okay, so originally...
Jersey City?
Originally, back in the 30s, right?
Mm.
Metropolis was like Midtown Manhattan, like the nice area of New York.
Mm-hmm.
And Gotham was like uptown. And then as it kind of slowly evolved by like the 80s and 90s, Metropolis had become kind of a metaphor for Chicago, and Gotham was New York.
You know, the placement of Chicago and New York in the Batman vs. Superman movie, astoundingly close.
Really close.
Yeah.
Really close.
Right across the bay from each other.
Yeah, I don't care for that either.
Is that what you didn't like about that movie, Justin?
That was one of a number.
They are too close.
You know, I didn't like, and spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it, go ahead and mute for like 30 seconds.
Hold on.
Come back on the 2:05 mark. How's that sound? 30 seconds. That gives me 30 seconds.
I might need to retort.
About now. Okay. There was no after stinger with Shaquille O'Neal in the steel outfit. I texted Bobby. I said he needs to be in the steel outfit as the stinger for the movie. Right?
All that shit.
Right,
He
Bobby?
does.
I wouldn't have cared for that personally, but I recognize I recognize your need.
Considering the other things that made me kind of go like, why would they do that in the movie? I think it would fit.
What about Matt Damon as Hank Henshaw, the Cyborg Superman?
Bobby, if Shaq would have dunked on Superman and Batman at the same time, would you have been happy?
All right, first of all, I'm not unhappy with that movie.
Well, I'm saying no. I'm just saying that spot. I would love that, but if he dunked on Batman and Superman at the same time, would you? Yeah, that's what Shaq does. He was a basketball player.
No, I probably wouldn't have much care for that.
I can't believe Matt gave away the spoilers of Shaq dunking on Superman in the movie. God damn. We had 30 seconds to discuss this, Matt. Thanks for blowing.
What if Batman and Superman were like locked in battle and the Shaq came out of nowhere, dunked on them both? They kind of looked at each other. They were like sly fist bump.
It started dancing, right?
He was like Martha. And he was like Martha. They did a little fist bump.
I thought you said dumped.
Did anybody see that cartoon with like a comic strip? I'm not sure who posted it with Apocalypse coming or Darkseid coming from Apocalypse with the boom tube. How am I gonna go back to see my mother Martha?
He said Martha, let him through.
I don't know, like I have a lot of problems with that movie. Like I've been vocal about a lot of problems I have with that movie, but like the Martha shit is like one of the things I really liked about that movie.
Best friends.
I don't know. I
no Martha's dying today.
I don't think that
What was that?
I don't know. It's one of those things that like reading those comics is like my whole life. Like I've been like, man, like I wonder why they never talk about the fact that their mothers are the same name. Well, you know, it was cool to see for me.
You know what? What I find, this is my own personal theory on how Superman works. Everybody complained in the first movie, whatever it was, Man of Steel, that you know, he didn't care about any of the people. I would like to say I think no Martha died in the making of Man of Steel. That's all I'm gonna say. All the buildings, he's like, "Are you Martha?" Like, pulled them out of the building. Everyone else, fuck them, dead. You know?
But that doesn't really.
Martha.
Totally. It's really Batman though that doesn't kill because of the name Martha, not Superman though, right?
But you know, they both have that visceral reaction to the name. So
well, I think that. So, what do you think happens there?
What
causes it? No, I mean, like, what do you think that scene is about?
Wait, you've lost me.
The Martha scene, the Martha scene. That, like, what do you think that scene is about? Like, why do you think that name is so important? And why do you think that
stop fighting?
He's baiting you. He's baiting you.
I believe its only real purpose was to get them to stop fighting because, you know, we have to flip out that Batman's mom's name is Martha and so is Superman's. And she's still alive, and now we can go ahead and save Martha because we couldn't save her back when we were a kid, blah, 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 blah. We're best friends now.
Nice.
See, I think it's because Batman has gotten so off track. And that name reminds him of his...
I'm going to go ahead and say a lot of what Batman did in that movie was completely off track. So
Totally agree.
I don't know if I can necessarily,
I don't care for that at all.
Yeah.
I think that is... I think that is, like, what... It's like his reality check.
Maybe, but at the same time, that Martha scene expresses everything I hated about that movie. You know, not everything. It expresses a lot of things I hated about that movie, like 5 or 20,000 things I hated about that movie.
If they would have become best friends, and the Justice League would never happened.
I know.
Fuck the Justice League.
Well, I don't think it made him become best friends. It just made him not want to kill him.
I think they're best friends, Bobby.
They're like, forget the agenda that I had where you were some overpowered being that could possibly go ahead and do bad things to the planet. You've got a mother.
See, I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he has a mother. I think it has to do with him realizing that the whole reason why he's doing this is because he couldn't save his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's become this, like, murdering psychopath.
You know what else it could have been?
So
a convenient scapegoat to make them best friends. That's all I'm saying.
I don't really feel like it's that convenient. Like,
I think they're best friends.
Well, Bobby, the director was really, I mean, he really did tie in a lot of stuff from the comics, right? I mean,
yeah.
So he was interested. He was deeply interested in the story, in the characters.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, so I think you would err on the side of maybe he did give a shit.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think anybody thinks he didn't give a shit. I mean, that's not really what he gets accused of. He gets accused for, Michael Bay type shit, like, not in the sense of not giving a shit, but in the sense of substance over or style over substance.
Whoa.
Which
yeah, how many times did we have to see that goddamn gun breaking the pearls? If I saw that one more time, I think we could have had a drinking game to that. Everybody left the theater hammered.
See, that's like I mean, like, I in one way, like, I don't need to see a Batman origin scene again, but I do understand that Batman's origin is one of those things where if you're gonna do Batman, like, everybody's got to put their own spin on it.
Sure.
And, like, I liked the recoil.
I liked it. I didn't like it 6 times later, though. Like, by the 6th time I saw it, I was like, okay, I fucking get it. She died. We got it. The pearls broke. I'm so happy that you found the scene super artistic and had to replay it 8 times during the movies. By the 10th time I've seen it in the movie, it was practically the 12th time.
Yeah, but it's showing you how often he thinks about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not sure if you may just not like Batman, like, because all he does is think about his parents' death.
I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like seeing things 17 times in a movie.
Unless it's porn.
I think that if we went back and counted, you'd probably be way off in your numbers.
Just because I saw it 20 times in the movie doesn't mean that my 22 times count is wrong. If you haven't been noticing,
what part I hated in the
increased
movie?
From 5, it's changed. So.
You know what the worst part in that movie was? When Starscream got killed by Galvatron.
You know what my favorite scene was in that movie? I'll tell you right now. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet.
The end credits.
I haven't seen it.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, that was enough. Good job. You're done.
All right, next.
One thing.
Angry face.
Martha God, please.
Martha face!
If that does nothing but bring that guy back, then it was a good movie. So.
Which guy?
Angry face. Martha face. Angry face. Martha face.
Feet.
Oh.
Hey, we got a discussion.
Yeah, let's move on.
I want to talk about Transformers.
Unless we want to keep talking about Batman versus Superman.
Fuck
You don't want to talk about Transformers, though, Matt. You want to talk about con nerds.
All right.
It's a whole different animal.
So we got this discussion.
Wait. Before we go on, can I ask one question?
You didn't see the movie.
That was a question.
Okay. It's about Wonder Woman.
Granted.
And was the Invisible Jet something made for a TV show, or was that originally in the comic? And why? So why doesn't she have an invisible jet in the show?
Because everybody realized that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but they have to go with it.
They don't have to.
You know who has
didn't see it.
the best incarnation of the invisible jet with Wonder Woman?
You didn't see it.
It was there the whole time.
You know who had the best incarnation of the invisible jet? Robot Chicken. That was the best incarnation of Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
She was going
I don't know. Ghost Starscream.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, you're flying your invisible jet." She's like, "No, I'm actually using the bathroom." That's pretty epic. Anyway, discussion submitted by our one and only Salty Matt. Do you think that since TFCon is the only big Transformer convention left, that everyone is going to start hating on them like they did on BotCon? Not saying everybody hated BotCon, but if things didn't go right for some, then it was a shitstorm. All right, Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Robert. What would you like to say?
Answer your own question.
No, it's just I went to a couple BotCons, and everything. So, and I've been to a couple TFCons, and BotCon's was around for a while. And it seemed like every year it just got, more and more people just, hated it. But, there's still people that loved it, were diehard fans. Now, since BotCon's gone, and we have a HasCon, I think that's coming up, we don't know what that's going to be. And TFCon is probably the biggest one left in the States right now.
Somebody's going to get it in the butt from a Bernie, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But, I mean, do you think that people are going to, when TFCon starts slipping, and, just like everybody thought, but BotCon, people were slipping. Do you think they're going to just revolt against TFCon and, just the nerd way? The Mountain Dew beef jerky nerds. Do you think it's going to go that way? Is what I was trying, basically and everything.
I don't know. I only went to one BotCon, and I had a terrible experience. But now, if you look at if you listen to Swage talk, Swage went to TFCon last year. He went to BotCon last year, and I'm pretty sure he had a much better time at BotCon than he did TFCon.
Well, he's talking about money, though. I mean, when he's talking
no,
about
because he didn't even have like a proper table at TFCon.
Maybe that's why he liked BotCon more.
I think he's talking socially. Like he just didn't enjoy himself as much. I think he still had a good time.
One of the things
he got left at a table for 4 hours with some wives. He had to sit there for 4 hours.
Yeah, he was there for a while.
Well, keep in mind too, if you're accustomed to going to BotCon, and a lot of those BotCon diehards don't go to TFCon just because that's how they are.
Yeah, definitely.
And his social circle at a con is comprised of mostly BotCon people. He probably would have had a better time socially at BotCon, where all his BotCon people were, versus TFCon, where his BotCon people were at home blocking.
But do you think those BotCon people are now going to start going to TFCon because they don't have BotCon?
No. Some of them will, but I don't think they're going to be more inclined to go than they were last year. And also the people that bitched a lot about BotCon don't go to BotCon.
Yeah, and
the main
that's true.
There was a large subset of people that like the driving factor for BotCon was like sets and like exclusive Hasbro toys and stuff like that. And like, if that's your reason to go to a convention, to me that's entirely the wrong reason. You know, like you should be going to have a good time, not specifically for like I hear people go like okay, and I've said it, like that could be a con purchase for me, but like I'm not going to the con to try to get like some amazing deal, because all in all, the cost of me getting to the con and the admission to the con and all that, like when you add up the slight discount I got on the toy, I should have just bought it and I probably would have saved money, Sure. But there's a lot of people who don't have that mentality, I feel like, and there is a lot of people who exclusives and things like that, were a big deal for them where BotCon and stuff is concerned. So,
well, to answer that, I think, like, for me, the first, couple of BotCons I went to, it was all about the toys. Because I didn't really know a lot of the, I didn't have a big circle like I do now of, knowing people when I go to these cons. The first couple of BotCons, I went by myself or my girlfriend or my future wife. And so it was all about the toys, because you just go in there and you just see all this stuff. But now, with TFCon, I've been to the BotCons, I've been to the TFCons. Now it's more of, I do want toys, but I want to see, y'all. I want to see y'all and my other friends, before, if I don't get any toys, that's fine. As long as I get to spend time with y'all, I'm happy, because I've already had the experience of, seeing all this stuff. So I think it's, if you go to one, that's your very first one, I think you're going to be overwhelmed with all the stuff. And you may just make it about the toys. But I think if you go on further, the people that's been going for 20 years, they just do it just, because you only see these people once a year. I only get to see y'all like once a year. So that's what I look forward to most, is to see y'all. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'll tell you this.
Yeah, you've been to tons of them, yeah.
My negative experience at BotCon, because people always ask about it, no matter how many times I talk about it, was just the people. Like, I had a lot more social issues with people at BotCon than I have at any convention ever in my life. And I've been to horror cons, Star Wars cons, comic cons. Like, it was a shit show.
Wow.
And it was mainly because I would try to get in conversations with people, and
they were inadequate too. They were
not only that, but it was like there couldn't be any criticism.
Yeah.
Like
it's like a competition.
They wouldn't accept any criticism of anything. Like if I was like, look, what do you guys like? What are your problems with Transformers? Like crickets. And I'd be like, well, I'll tell you something that I'm not liking. And I would say something, and like they would fucking lose their shit.
Yeah.
And it was like blind loyalty. It was like talking to like probably like Westboro Baptist Church type people, like just
a Nazi,
fully committed to some ideal. And I couldn't. It was fucking miserable.
A bunch of know-it-alls. I think a couple I could see that standing in line waiting for the box sets and everything. It felt like it was a competition with between nerds to know. I know more stuff about Transformers than you do.
Like you win, dude. You win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like okay. I'm just here for the toys.
It's not even just that. Sometimes sometimes it's even like like if you say something wrong, like. I don't know. You don't like a certain subset of Transformers or something. It's like then you're not a fan to them, or or whatever else.
Yeah.
Like you can't possibly not be someone who dislikes something. You know, like having an opinion that differs. You know, I don't know. Like they just go crazy. It's really odd because it is a Transformers centric thing. I haven't come across anybody else that feels that way. You know, so I don't know. It's weird.
There were actually cliques too, and that was the weird thing I saw. Like at some of the BotCons, you know, there were cliques of people that, you know, would only talk to their certain little, you know, group, which is fine and everything, but it felt like, you know, some people were alienated that, you know, you didn't want to jump into, you know, a conversation with these people because you would think, well, why are you talking to me? We're on the, you know, TFW side. We've known each other for years. Mark that at 1-2 something. I don't know, but anyways, but you know.
No, that's legit. What do you guys think about just the name? That's all we got of HasCon.
Sounds like has been.
Yeah, but I mean, aside from that, you think it's going to be like just a celebration of all their properties?
I think so. I think ultimately it feels like it's going to be a lot like, I guess the word's like loveless. Like, you know, like there's no dedication to any one thing. So like I don't know. It feels like it's like a marketing thing more than it is like a
toy fair, like a Hasbro toy fair. Almost.
Right, exactly. It's like check out what we're gonna like. How many people are gonna go and they're gonna give a shit about, you know, My Little Pony, or I don't know what else do they make? You know, like.
I bet you, well, here's the thing. Like, is it gonna be anything they have licensed to? Like, are we gonna talk? Like, is this gonna be like a place where you could get Marvel Legends and Star Wars and Transformers and all that shit? Because like they're gonna be raking in the money if that's how they do it.
Sure.
Do you think they'll let little people sell stuff? Do you think they'll let the, you know, common vendor, you know?
But
I don't know.
But on the same hand though, like how's that going to affect like you know, like panel type things where you have certain people like, you know?
Yeah.
Some fandom's going to get the shaft, you know, like they're like, well, G.I. Joe doesn't fucking matter, so you know, it's Hasbro Con, you know, G.I. Joe people are invited, but we're not inviting anybody who's going to be interesting for G.I. Joe people.
And I'm going to tell you right now, everything's going to take a backseat to Star Wars and Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But okay, what if they do it instead of it being just at one weekend, it's a period of a month, you know, more of like an expo, and it's like every weekend is kind of like a different focus.
That would be interesting.
But I mean, look, consider what they've discussed with their marketing strategy and their operation strategy. They're looking to bring everything home and do it all themselves and centralize. So I could see them, making this a giant Hasbro convention expose, where it's a month-long thing and come in and see all the Hasbro stuff, and they would address everything, you know, but it would be over a longer period of time because it would be really weird to do it over like a 7-day period. Nobody goes in the middle of the week, you know.
It'll be like G.I. Joe Tuesdays
at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, G.I. Joe would probably definitely be the Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday at 5 o'clock when everybody's packing up.
But like, I don't know, it's you know, but if they do something that was like a weekend thing, and during that weekend you're gonna have exclusive Marvel Legends, a set of exclusive Marvel Legends, a set of exclusive Transformers, a set of exclusive Black Series, a set of exclusive ponies, they're gonna be rolling in the money.
Yeah, well, I mean that's Comic-Con right there. I mean,
exactly.
So
it's like their own little Comic-Con. I think it's a smart idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they do. I mean, I you know, I'm hoping TFCon stays, you know, in the States forever, you know, and so we'll have that kind of con, you know, instead of something like HasCon and everything. And I hope they don't start, you know, if TFCon starts slipping, I hope they don't, like DMX. I hope they don't. Yeah, you know that is.
I got it.
I hope they don't, you know, start, you know, bashing TFCon, you know, and all this shit and everything, because, you know, TFCon's really fun to go to.
Well, TFCon is, I mean, it's legitimately, I mean, like, it's always been, like, the biggest fan-run Transformers convention.
Uh-huh.
But now it's like, and I don't mean any disrespect to DairyCon or whatever, but it's really the only significant fan-run Transformers convention.
Yeah.
It's also, at this point, like, the only significant Transformers convention. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's overseas ones that Takara does and stuff, but I mean,
in America, in the West.
Because I think you have to have a mixture, you know, because Little Rock Comic Con is coming up next month, and I'm gonna be supporting Shattercast there, hopefully.
Nice.
But it's just you really just can't have a single thing to like BotCon did, just Transformers to make it, I think, successful. I mean, eventually, you just have to start throwing in other stuff, G.I. Joe.
Even TFCon, like, not so much in America, I will say, but like in their Canada show, like Sunday is just a collector's convention. Like Saturday, definitely Transformers, but Sunday it's like a free for all.
Right. Well, it's not. That's not here too. I thought it
is, but not like it is there. Like it legitimately looks less like a Transformers convention to me. There, like a lot of turtle shit comes out on Sunday, like
DC, Marvel,
Star Wars. Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good mixture. That's a great mixture.
That's something that they've probably had to do out of necessity. You know what I mean? To get the numbers in.
Yeah, that's a good mixture. I hope that I want that. That's cool. But I do want just to see Transformers. For a day or something, because it is a Transformer convention. So, but yeah, that's a mixture. Is pretty cool. I mean, because I like to buy other stuff. So, but I'll go to HasCon if it happens. I'll definitely check it out. So that's my question. Or discussion. We got some questions if we have time. I don't know how long we've been on.
I don't know
either. Let's find out.
I added a couple questions.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to say what time we started the show. God damn it. I don't fucking know. Let's just go.
I got one that I've committed to memory. If they were to do a Masterpiece Hauler, this is from Kev. If they were to do a Masterpiece Hauler from this Inferno mold, what mode would you keep him in?
The cart at the store, because I would never hit checkout on that personally.
Even though you could argue he's technically an Arcbot.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right.
Sorry.
Robert. Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. I said Robert.
Honestly, I wouldn't buy him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any interest.
Yeah.
If it was the same mold and they just gave him a different name, I wouldn't buy it.
I have more attachment to Artfire than Hauler. I mean,
Target Master.
Do we know? So, okay, you say he's, technically you can call him an Arcbot, blah, 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 blah. I mean, to me, I call him animation error. Like...
Right, but let's say this then. Let's say you were to buy him.
Okay.
What mode would you keep him in?
I guess you have no choice but to do Crane, because who knows what fucking Hauler looks like. So... As far as we know, his fucking feet are where his head is, and the cab of the fire truck or the crane makes his feet, right? So
we're assuming. I mean, look, I mix them up. So once for a long time, I'm always like playing with stuff, and I'll transform it and leave it like that for a while. But if the initial placement would be in bot mode, and then after a while he'll go into alt mode, and then after a while back to bot mode.
I like to believe that Hauler has the crane boom for a dick. That's just what I think he goes.
Well, that'd be my ass.
Totally different.
Justin, you got the wrong fan favorite character.
That's Erector. But see, Erector is doing the job to get, whatever. Hauler is the one with the actual hauling capacity, so to speak.
The big dong.
So Erector's the fluffer.
Yes.
Big dong. Oh, shit.
Gregors.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I heard Matt. You were like in the background.
Oh, no,
Matt's mic took that. Oh, you're way in the background now. I don't know what the fuck's going on my side. Well, bot mode probably if I was to buy them, because I don't have anything in alt mode except for my combiners. They're technically in alt mode because they're combined.
What about you, Matthew?
Halfway between bot mode and truck mode. Ow!
On his way to transforming, we don't know to which.
He's something. All right.
I would do it in alt mode, and my Arcbots sit on my top shelf, and I would put him above the Arcbots, and I would have the crane coming down if it was possible, coming down to that level. All right, so go ahead, Matt.
Holding Spider-Man.
Yes, holding Spider-Man. Go ahead, Matt, with the other.
Oh. Which one am I answer? Let's see. Oh, goddamn.
Well, he's finding a question. I got cut off again. I don't know what's going on with my connection. Another thing I was going to say, if you're into figure stands, like those Bandai stands, if you get, like, say, the Toy World Devastator, you could have Devastator combined, and you could have Hauler, like, halfway between modes, and have him, like, ramming into the side of Devastator trying to combine. Or, like, hold on with all of them for dear life. Like, he's like, let me in, let me play.
True.
So, I'm going to go ahead. I'll take the lead with these questions here.
Yeah, you can. Sorry.
I assume John G. Is that John Garinger? Whatever.
No, John Gibbons.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, John. But John asked, would the MP Inferno sales affect third party or both sides? We kind of discussed that at length, so I'm going to just get rid of that question, and I can divert you back to chapter, I don't know, 3 chapters ago, whatever it is. But we will answer your question. With TF Source actually being shut down and asked to leave BotCon for selling third party, do you think Hasbro is getting more serious about shutting down third party?
Yes.
I think no.
I think the question is, what do you mean by shutting down? Competing with? Shutting down by competing with?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
shutting down by
demolishing them.
litigating? No. It's
Demolishing.
It's cheaper for them to ride on the value of their trademark and make money while shutting them down, as opposed to just spending money on lawyers and chasing shadows, just chasing shadows to try to find the companies. It's not going to work. They'll waste millions.
Well,
shut them down by competing with them, but you've got to bring it.
Yeah, I was going to add on to that.
Oh, it's been brought.
You would think that it would be healthy competition, that this would bring Hasbro's A game, but with you see stuff like Cabal Wars, it's just like
the movies.
Yeah, I mean they're just not hey, the movies made a lot of money. I just think that it's healthy competition. Third parties bringing their game. Hasbro, you've been around for 30 years. We know what you can do. We've seen some great stuff out of you, but then you come out with like stuff with Combiner Wars and stuff, and some of the movie stuff, and some of the Titan War stuff is kind of suspect too. But I'm going to get it. But it's just why are you not putting all your stuff in Transformers like you are Star Wars and like you are Marvel? Because I've said this a lot of times. Transformers is a great line. People love it, and they want Hasbro to bring some good shit into it, and it seems like you're just fucking spitting at us and saying you'll take what we'll give you, and then whatever. And I hate that, because
I'm guessing
it's 30 years you've had a great fucking a great product. You know what you can do. Bring the good shit to us, and we want it, and we'll buy it. Everybody will buy it.
But you'll buy it anyway. That's the problem.
Well, the thing about this,
true.
though,
That's true sometimes.
Kind of addressing the question, though, like, was it really Hasbro that shut them down, or was it the people just running BotCon who maybe are trying to look good for Hasbro because, maybe they're involved with HasCon or whatever in some way or shape or form.
Keep us on. Keep us on.
That's a possibility. I'm more than likely probably that they they wanted to look good in front of their bosses, so they shut them down.
Fire me.
And then somebody got ahead, and they just said, "Okay, you can come back."
Yeah, I think until we see like the first lawsuit, like I think until Make Toys gets sued because they're the ones who have a tangible location to be sued, I guess. Yeah, I think until we see something like that, I really don't think Hasbro is doing much of anything to stop third party outside of maybe those strategies that they may or may not be employing.
Now, I thought Fans Project was Make Toys.
Yeah, it's the same.
But I thought that's in Hong Kong.
They're Japanese based. I don't know where they manufacture.
I thought they were Hong Kong.
The Fans Project has their own manufacturing plant. That's like a one of their bonuses. And there's like other companies that use that plant besides those two.
I just don't get it. I just
Well, I think that Matt, like to answer your question, like when I got to talk to that guy from Hasbro, and I asked him why is there such a difference in quality between the Black Series and the Marvel Legends, and he straight up told me, he said, like, in like plain English, the numbers weren't accurate, but to give me a point of reference, he was like, for every Captain America we're selling 10 Darth Vaders. So we got a little bit more money in the line to give him a little bit of extra love.
I mean, they can put out good shit, and it hurts my feelings that they do that. They just put out some substandard stuff, and maybe I'm a sucker. It's my fault too, because I buy it, but I buy it because I love Transformers and I want to support the brand. But you keep on willing that little pudding cup in front of me. Eventually I'm not going to run after it. Okay,
pudding cup.
Yeah, not a carrot.
Because well, whatever. You keep waving that shit around in front of me. One of these days I'm not going to even want to care about it. And I'm just going to leave it. I'm just like, all right, you can have your stuff. I'm going third party all the time.
I don't know how you guys are. My Toys R Us and my Target and my Walmart, like the Transformer section has gotten smaller just in the last 6 months. I mean, the Star Wars section in my Toys R Us is fucking ridiculously big.
It's its own little zip code.
Yeah, and then Turtle still has like a wall, and then
Transformers has 4 pegs.
Yeah.
I went last night with Chris, and like I said, used to the Star Wars and Marvel stuff were all together. Now it's all Star Wars in that front little section.
Yep.
And you go to the next aisle and you see Transformers, and they have like maybe 4 pegs up there, and then they got stuff on the bottom, and that's it.
Yep.
The rest is, I don't know. It sickens me sometimes, but whatever.
And
don't worry. Transformers 5 is coming.
I mean,
I can't wait.
Now,
it'll be flooded with Bumblebee soon enough.
Obviously, the movie is a big push, but I mean, like this is the first time that I've seen like the Mattel DC stuff like 2-3 times as big as the Transformers section.
I did see a big ass John Cena doll though. I almost picked that up.
Yeah, I asked him where the Transformers stuff was, and the guy said, "Go look for the Game of Thrones figures."
I mean, the toy sections are getting smaller anyways. I mean, they're just
shit. I can't tell by that Star Wars section. That is the biggest, longest running toy display I've seen in a long time. In my Toys R Us, like you said, it's like a zip code, and just like yours, Matt, that section used to be shared with Marvel at my Toys R Us. And now
Marvel, everything Marvel.
Now
they had their own section, yeah. Right before the movie came out.
And you'll see more Star Wars stuff if you go to the Lego section.
Right.
And I mean, and Star Wars is a movie every year for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
So is Transformers, though.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
When does that start, though?
Next year.
Next year.
Sorry.
And then they're back to back every year. Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. I think that's what they got up, and then they got the standalones. I think they got like Bumblebee and stuff too.
Are the standalones splitting up 5, 6, 7?
They may. I don't know. Sure, don't quote it on me. But I thought 5, 6, 7 were going to be back to back.
That's crazy.
Huh. But I know they got a standalone like Bumblebee. I think is one, and
Wheelie.
God, fuck yeah! I hope they have a Wheelie.
So shitty.
Hey, if they do the G1 Dinobot, if they went just back to the G1 stuff, I wish they'd do a cartoon and just remaster G1. A whole new stuff, new toys, G1 style.
I would go see the '86 movie in the theater again if they.
I know. I was talking to Lisa about that, and I said, because when you go to Cinemark, they show those old movies, a lot of old movies, and I wish that Transformers would come on because I would love to see that in theaters again. That'd be awesome. Anyway, any more questions? Or are we done?
You want to do one more?
I think we can do one more.
We'll do one more, and we'll save the whoever's question was specifically for Lenny asking for questions. So we'll do Paul, who says, "Guys, what are your top 3 MP-style third-party Transformers? If possible, take value into consideration. Not all of us are the 1%. Thanks, Paul." MP. And that was his email. That was not me saying thanks, Paul, and some.
Can I just say something?
I realized that after I said it, because I looked back and finished reading the email. But
where's Greg at? Is he going to answer anything, or is he done for the night?
It's sitting right here.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Y'all just keep going on.
I love you.
Let me just say one thing. let me just say one thing, just in reaction to the question. We're using the term value. I don't think, that is very debatable because value isn't necessarily price. It's what you get for the money. That's value.
Man, that college education did you great wonders, man.
I didn't go to college.
Oh.
Anybody got an answer off the top of their head for this?
Top 3 MP style?
Yeah, like MP style. Third pieces.
I love Carrie. Carrie is one of my favorite MPs, considered MPs. Gundog, not Gundog, the Hound, War Dog. Wait, is it Gundog? I'm sorry, Gundog. Gundog is great. Also, God, I also love Blur. Blur's a good figure. Buzzing. The Dinobots, the Fans Toys Dinobots. I mean, that's a great MP. I mean, I would consider them. If you just saw them, you would think them official. I mean, if you just looked at them, I think you could see them as official MPs. But I mean, I love the Fans Toys Dinobots and the Decepticons too. Sorry, I'm done.
Well, recognizing that not everybody is the 1%, whatever that means with respect to third-party Transformers. I am going to say, personally for me, whatever Fans Toys called their Snarl, I think he's awesome.
Sever,
there you go. The Fans Toys Bombshell. And I think the next one I'm going to say that I get the most enjoyment from is going to end up being Sphinx. I think he's pretty good. There's a lot of really good MP-styled third-party toys out there that are fairly reasonable, I think. But, yeah, those are 3 that, like, to me, they're just, I don't know, they're the most fun to mess with.
Greg?
TFC Ironhide.
Yes!
TFC Ratchet.
Ollie.
And TFC Diaclone Ironhide.
Yeah, no detective love.
No detective.
That was a mentionable honor. Whatever.
Honorable mention.
Fans Toys Bombshell is a decent figure. Gundog and what's something that's not going to cause a whole lot of discussion?
Penis.
God.
Yeah, I like Sphinx. Sphinx is alright, I guess. He would have been a lot better if I didn't open him up after I opened up Gundog, though. Or excuse me, opened him up right before I opened up Gundog. But,
What about Sancho?
Sancho's good. I like Marcos. I think Marcos is a great figure.
Yeah.
Mine's all in one piece, so.
Robert can't say that.
He's always attacking me. Greg's a very smart guy, and he's always going after me.
Oh, shit.
I am. I didn't say anything about you.
I did.
And Matt did.
What about you, Robert? What do you think is top?
I'm gonna say Sphinx, and I'm gonna say the Boost Hatch. I mean, that's how much I love that. I love those figures. And there are so many to put up there, but I'm gonna say Terror.
I would say the Fans Toys Insecticons, and
all of them.
Both of them.
Oh.
I mean, because, like, Shrapnel, I don't know. I feel like Bombshell is just way better than Shrapnel.
I don't know. I love them both equally.
They're both very good.
I can't choose. It's like my kids.
Oh.
You just comparing Insecticons to your kids?
Let's see what else. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like a Sphinx would definitely be one.
Sancho.
And my third would taking price into consideration.
No, value.
Oh, value. Ooh.
Sancho.
I gotta hold him to his words.
I probably would have to do the Fans Toys Dinobots. The only one that would get an honorable mention, that I haven't mentioned would be the KFC, the original KFC Transistor release.
Yes, that's a good one.
That figure has a presence that a lot of third-party masterpiece, like for instance, a lot of like the bad Cube stuff that's Master Beat scale. Like it looks relatively the part. It's better materials than KFC, like the whole gambit. But it doesn't have, because of like the paint and stuff like that, it doesn't have that presence that transistor has. Like that transistor pops.
That's a good bot. That's a good bot. There's a lot out there. There's a lot out there.
That Gigapower gutter. I think that's just a looming figure.
He's huge. He's a big boy.
He's definitely that.
I like that. Good question.
Kronos.
Paul.
Kronos, yep.
Definitely.
A lot of bot for your money.
Definitely.
I gotta ask a question. Bobby, would you buy MP Tetrajets?
Who's making them?
Impossible Toys.
If KSC made them.
No.
Damn. Fans Toys.
Yes.
Damn.
Fuck.
You'd buy them and you look at them every day like, God.
What if X-Transbots made them?
No.
Ooh.
No, I think like Fans Toys, Takara, MMC.
Yeah, I can see
like those three. If those three took a stab at it, they could probably get me. I think everybody else, I'm good.
Mac.
Man, if Takara if they made a Tetrajet, I would buy that. I would get that. Even MMC, I would probably buy that too.
I mean, Takara could get get a lot of repaints out of it.
Heck yeah, they could. Shit. Oh, well. Good question, Paul. Thank you.
Anyway, is that it? We're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Hold on. Time to make a timestamp. See, this is why I can't be host. I gotta timestamp things and host.
Sorry, but people get to see a little bit of insight into your life.
It's fucking terrible.
I got hit up and was like, "Hey, can we get more pictures in the slideshow?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "Look, man, you gotta understand, like, it's a lot of shit to do."
Yeah. If someone else wants to take over and be the editor of the show, you can have all the pictures you want.
A lot of people ask about that. For anybody listening, we always do include links to the stuff so you can click along and follow with us if you'd like. But
that would involve work.
But we, I think we're one of the few podcasts that actually do the slideshow shit on the audio files. So like,
there's a ton of podcasts that do not use any of the chapter stuff or anything like that.
Yeah.
So be happy you have chapters.
It's a lot of work for Justin, so I think
we should get to know Robert D. probably or Justin.
I remember somebody had mentioned they would like to have seen every single picture when we're talking about it. Yeah.
Going back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, I'm like, that would have been a lot of work. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to know T2RX6 myself.
And Robert D.
Me too. I need to find myself and get to know myself too.
I still got to do one for me too.
Anyway.
That's going to be fun.
Anyway.
Can I give a shout out?
Please.
Yes.
I want to shout out Ken Carlson. Pittsburgh Dad was Ken's in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh Dad was next door to where he works, or like in the area.
No shit.
Hills Department Store. They're doing the Hills Department Store snack counter, popcorn and pretzel scented candle. I'm sure as a fundraiser, because all the stuff he puts his name to is a fundraiser, and he was signing them, and Ken went and got me one.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
After work, so.
He might be coming to Skullfest, I think.
Pittsburgh Dad?
No, I wish.
Everybody's like, let's go.
Would he get a burger?
Yeah, if he showed up on time.
Oh! You didn't have to fucking well, never mind.
I might be going to Skullfest. Y'all get ready.
I got there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're right.
Deluxe is coming to Skullfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's getting a burger.
I don't care. You can give me a pudding cup too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a pudding cup on a stick.
Fuck yeah.
Pudding cup on a stick.
Oh, Robert, you're so fucking skinny.
Oh,
God. All right, Justin.
Anyway, shout outs, Third Party Unlimited, of course, at Real Robot. Toy Detox, of course, our men on Twitter holding us down. Fear Corpse, at Fear Corpse. I am Ratchet. Third Party Crashers for all your third party needs. TF Prototype, of course, ROC. And last but not least, Tyler.
Is Fear Corpse one to TFCon?
I don't think he listens to the show anymore.
Fear Corpse?
Yeah, I think he's sick of us.
Whatever. I hope is he gonna be at TFCon? I hope he is. Give us a ring or something.
Yeah, I hope he's there. Fear Corpse always good times. Wait a second. You know what? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me this year. Sorry.
Oh, you're not going, Justin.
I know. Fucking.
No White Castle for
responsibilities. I know. You're on your own.
Oh, you're not going to this one? Is that final?
Yeah, I think so.
Final answer.
Yeah, it's probably not happening. So.
Hey,
either
Matt,
somebody's going to be super pregnant or somebody is going to just be having a baby, and it's probably bad for him to be like, you know what? I know you're only like a couple days old, but fuck it, I'm out.
I'm gonna tell
he won't know. They won't know.
Matt, we'll take that. We'll take an Uber. I have a $15 Uber credit. We'll take that.
We'll take the Uber. All right.
If that shit
I'm there.
is fucking,
I'm there.
In Chicago every year, I don't know if I can swing that shit every year.
Why?
It's just a lot. It's a lot to have to do.
Bobby B, come on.
It's a hell of a
Come
hike.
on, man.
Come on now. I'd
That's
like
the
to.
reason why I go, Bobby, is because of you.
Oh, shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your face.
Hey, at least I'll be at Skullfest, you know? So.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's TFCon Light, as I like to call it.
Yeah, TFCon. Diet TFCon.
TFCon Light.
So anyway, that's it, I guess. So, whatever. Be good to each other. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what you people say. So fuck it.
You know what?
So fuck it. Go fuck yourself.
Hey guys, this is John Davis sending you a dispatch. First dispatch. So cool. Anyway, you guys were talking on last episode about getting into new relationships with women and what they think of your collections. So I've been with my wife for 3 years now. So 3 years ago, I kind of was just getting into a resurgence of collecting out of kind of not being collecting for a while. And so first date, I flat out told her while we were eating that, I collected toys, and, I'm 30 something years old. So this is kind of who I am and what I do. And she was cool with it. She said, okay, sounds interesting. And we moved on from there. A week later, we had our second date, and she came back to my place and saw some of my toys on my bookshelf with my comics. And she looked at a couple of them, thought they were cool, they were neat, but she kind of thought that was all there was to it. And then I gave her a tour of the whole place, my whole house, and I took her to the toy room, and then she was like, holy shit. And she thought it was very interesting, but a little bit scary at first. Then she saw the NECA Ninja Turtles on display, and she absolutely loved them. She was a huge Ninja Turtles fan growing up. So she looked at them, then she started asking questions about different characters, different toys, different Transformers, and if I had any other Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. And she really liked it and thought it was cool. So, she was interested. And then a little bit later, second date, got a blowjob, everything was great, and about a year later, we stuck it out and got married about a year later. So it's been pretty great since then. So that's my experience in dealing with, being in your 30s and dating somebody and having a toy collection going on. So you guys are awesome. Always love the show. Love each and every one of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and take care. Peace.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.